Ahora sí estamos en directo. Perfecto. Esto lo cierro, lo cierro. Ya está. ¿Qué pasa, Sani? ¿Qué pasa, Matiana? Está en Twitch. Vamos a ver qué tal esto. ¿Qué sorteo es? ¿Pase de batalla o 1000 pavos de la temporada nueva? Link abajo en la descripción. Voy a buscar algo de beber, echar un meo, que acabo de terminar el siguiente. Terminé el directo y tengo ganas de mear. Va a empezar esto ya. Right now, when I say that I've got two of my favorite people in this stadium right now that are competing together, two of my favorite people to play with, two of my favorite people to watch and study. We have Sean and Aiden. Aiden, one of the most dominating controller players in the world, and he's proved it time and time again. With Sean on mouse and keyboard, one of the most mechanically skilled and gifted players in all of Fortnite. Now, with this combination of one of you on a controller and one of you on mouse and keyboard, there's got to be some pretty unique strategy that you guys can pull together. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, our synergy is great. Like you said, he's one of the best mechanical players. His tunnels are insane. Like, it's just insane watching him play. And just, you know, me being an aggressive player and having good aim, just we really combo together well. I'm hoping we're going to do good.
1000%. Now, Sean, you both competed in the Pro-Am yesterday, which was a lot of fun. We all know that was a very sweaty lobby. But your thought process, your strategy going into today, tell me how that differs from yesterday and your performance there.
I think yesterday was like super fast paced. You need to get kills to place well. But today we're going to go for end game, play super slow, and so we can kill the end game.
Fantastic. Well, we're all so excited to see you guys. GB, what do you have for us?
Always a pleasure to hear from the Ghost duo. They're going to look to go to the top, and they very well might do that. Now, I asked you guys earlier, I said, are you ready? So I'm going to ask you again, New York City. Are you ready? Oh, no. I got to take the earpiece off. New York City, this is my hometown, and I know we can make some noise. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you ready? The Fortnite World Cup Finals start now. Let's send it over to your casters, Courage and Ninja. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York.
Hombre, mira quién está ahí. Me faltan 200 pavos para el pico y no puedo conseguirlo. GG. Ah, no, pues el sorteo son de 1000. Courage.
You have no idea, man. These guys have been playing for months, practicing
nothing
but thinking, eating, sleeping, breathing Fortnite.
A ver. Yo me suscribí, di like, campanito. Ahí estamos, Sani. Pero para entrar en el sorteo tienes que entrar en el link de abajo y entrar en el otro. ¿Quién habló, tío? Hombre, burra. Tul.
Ya sé, vale.
Estamos viendo la World Cup. Bueno, Dani fue a comprar tabaco.
¿Dani ha comprado tabaco?
Sí, y vamos a ver la World Cup ahora. ¿Qué pasa, Alberto?
Pues voy para la casa ya. Voy a tener yo a dar una vuelta y ya voy para ti.
Vale.
Ahora os veo ahí la veo.
Venga. El primero 3 millones de dólares. El segundo 2.200.000. Ya que por quedar entre los por jugar, solo por jugar te llevas 100.000 dólares. O sea, es una locura. O sea, es una locura. Mira como el pixita, que ayer hice pizza casera.
Prize pool's never even come close to this. This is life-changing.
Yeah, absolutely mind-blowing numbers right there. Again, everyone who made it this far, $50,000 in their pocket, but their eyes are on that top 10. They want to jump up that prize money ladder. Again, we are live right now from the Fortnite World Cup Finals.
Hay mucho dinero en juego.
Players here today from across the world. You want to hear your thoughts on Twitter. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Really, anywhere you can.
¿Qué pasa, Carlos? Está el ninjita ahí. De risa.
No. You go first. Who for you is your standout that you're looking to see if they can take it home today?
Dude, man, I mean, I gotta give it up to Mongol and MUCHO. I I think they're going to definitely close it out. They've been, I really am just super interested to see how they play. I've been watching a lot of their World Cups after they've already qualified. Hands down, one of the most aggressive duos throughout, the qualifications. But are they going to do that here? Are they going to go for placement, or are they going to still WQ?
¿Le podría subir el volumen? Sí, claro.
That's typically been their gameplay of choice. There's a look again at Mongrel and MUCHO, both qualifying from Europe. You see, last time they played, in the week they qualified, their drop of choice was Loot Lake. Yeah. So will that remain the same today? These early game battles, these fights for the different points of interest will be so key. You go with a European duo. Yeah. I'm picking a European duo as well. Another young squad, Mr. Savage M and Benji Fishy. Dude, Mr. Savage M is cold-blooded. Every time I met him, I'm scared of him. They're absolutely insane, as you can see right here on your screen. We'll get those pictures fixed, don't worry. But either way, these guys are two absolute tanks. And Ninja, you've watched all these guys. You're absolutely one of the best players in the world.
Va perfecto ahí el sonido,
These guys are in a class of their own.
They are, man. I mean, I've competed against some of these guys in some other online tournaments as well. And,
una pregunta, la que quiera. Están configurando ahora los ordenadores, tal, y van a empezar.
It's like it's art, man. What these guys do, it's art. So enjoy.
I know Mr. Savage in a public match got like 40+ eliminations in Season 9, which is unheard of, all by himself, solo squads. There are so many ways you can watch them this weekend. I've been just looking at my phone already. I'm seeing 1 million+ of you guys tuning in. As you guys know, so many ways to watch. You've got Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere where there's live streams. Also, a new Fortnite.com/watch feature that you can go take a look at. You'll see some.
Y te fue también está. Ninja no juega, ¿no?
Will be a crazy, unique way to watch
Te fue, sí.
for the first time. I know everyone at home looking forward to seeing their top players perform. This place now, Ninja, is insane. I mean, this is one of the most ridiculous arenas I think I've ever seen for an esports event, and I know people flooding on in from the outside.
Creo que es la última vez que te fue va a jugar competitivamente. Creo que después se iba a retirar. A mí me gustaría que ganara te fue.
Alright, in the qualifying matches on Sunday, you're playing against, in a lobby, maybe like 4 or 5 of the teams who are actually here right now. But
¿por qué no se clasificó?
All of them in the same lobby. Every single battle is going to be the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots.
Ahí están todos practicando.
The mid game during the rotations. I'm going to be taking notes, and you guys should too.
Yeah. Also, other things that note to take to bring up. We're going to be playing on siphon settings here, increased material farming. Do you want to explain for everyone at home exactly how that all works?
I'd absolutely love to. So unlike normal matches, when you get an elimination, all right, you're going to be granted with 50 health or 50 shield, depending on what you're missing. And that's also going to give you 1 point as well. They also drop 50 mats of each, wood, brick, and metal. So, eliminations are definitely going to pay off early game as you guys.
Mitro, Mongrel,
Yep. And remember
Iwar, Nikov, Bato. Ahí está Mongrel.
If I knock a player, you'll see in this, a lot more times teams will immediately try to finish that elimination, get the health, go pick up the materials, maybe secure some extra loot. There's a look at the lobby screen, and Ninja, I was laughing with you earlier when the players were warming up earlier today because I got some warm-up games in.
Hombre, tienen, en verdad, ¿ves? Está dividido por equipo. Cada dos hay como una especie de pared. Además, si tú miras, hay jueces detrás mirándote.
In today's tournament, 16 years old. Some of these guys are going to walk away with $1 million+ this weekend. At 16, what would you have spent your money on? I don't even want to know. Why did I even ask that? Probably
16, man? Just a bunch of candy and energy drinks, man. I didn't really.
So basically the same as today.
Exactly. Nothing really would change. Nothing's changed.
No, it's so much fun, man. Again, people.
Si no sería una chetada. Te echas así, mira, estos están allí y me voy a ganar.
Loot Lake has been a very hot topic.
Yeah, man.
Aiden had been landing there throughout all qualifiers. You see, Mongrel and MUCHO. I've been hearing some notes about, tilted tower.
Para aquí está Mongrel, para la derecha. Justo debajo mía la. O sea, para aquí.
Right now, you play 6
Aquí está
games.
Mongrel.
You know how detrimental it could be to your mental state if you have one where you.
Cuando termine el torneo juega. Estuvimos en directo. Llevamos 2 horas, 3 horas en directo jugando con Sub. Ahora vamos a ver esto. Y si sobra tiempo seguramente jugaremos. Pero mañana tengo que trabajar, así que tampoco me puedo ir a acostar muy tarde. Y quiero ver, Marshmello va a pinchar hoy, aquí en el evento. Lo dijo ayer.
Honestly, I'd like to say that that's how I play, but dude, in a situation like this, I think that if I saw someone contesting my drop, I'd definitely defer and try to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But you have one bad game, getting over that's going to be a huge mental obstacle, right? You get knocked first.
Yeah.
That's going to be something that you're going to be thinking about in the second game, the third game. Oh my gosh, should we change our landing spots? And then if you're thinking like that, it's over.
Yeah, and I keep seeing you look down. You're like eagerly wanting to.
No se pueden regalar 200 pavos.
We have what the first map is going to be in front of us, but again, guys, there's so many exciting things going on in the world of Fortnite right now.
¿Cómo es para ganar los 1000 pavos? Abajo el link en la descripción. Tienes el vídeo donde explico. Pero es como en todos los torneos. Glim.io, cuanto más haga, más posibilidades tienes de ganar. Y punto.
It is amazing. It is hilarious. I mean, we were literally getting like angry and like, but also just laughing hysterically right when we're about to, make it into the incinerator and get our points. It's just so.
Sorteo 1000 pavos para el nuevo pase de batalla.
Go for it. Go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of prop hunt that we played, but again, right now, live in the gameplay for free, prop hunt. A little bit different than the competitive settings. Obviously, Arena, it's been talked about, Ninja. This is the most played in qualifier for a tournament ever in the history of gaming. 40 million competitors, down to the top 200. To be exact, 178.
What the fuck, mira eso.
Players. Right.
Están todos juntos.
That is,
mira, ese con mando. Ese tenía mando, Y alguien me había dicho que nadie se había clasificado con mando. Mira, esos son niños. Que nos darán 1000 patadas a todos, pero... ¿Qué pasa, Hueta? ¿Cómo estamos? Va, si gano, te regalo un baile al pico de 500. Otro 500 para mí. ¿Qué dices? Ah, vale. No pasa nada, te los quedas tú. A ti tú.
Hey, I'm down to stay here all night. I have no problem with that. I'm sure the arena is as well. When you talk about LAN events, right, you have so much competitive experience. You've been to so many across different games and genres. The one thing that stands out to me, though, it will never feel the exact same as it does as playing at home.
Que ahora está en fácil. Mira eso, todos juntos. ¿Qué están haciendo, tío? Troleando, tío.
We'll do what I always tell people when they're saying, hey Ninja, I'm going to a tournament, any advice, right? It's do exactly what you do at home, all right? If you wear socks and no shoes at home, that's what you're gonna do. If you don't wear any socks at all, or you wear sandals, you wear that. If you wear nothing but sweats and PJs when you're gaming and practicing, that's exactly what you should be wearing right now when you're competing, right? Yep. Don't try to change anything up. Drink what you normally drink before the games, water, energy drinks, whatever the case may be, or eat what you're gonna eat. Do not change anything up. It's very important to get in that mental state of what you do and how you've been practicing the entire time at home.
I've even heard of stuff as far as like don't change your sleep schedule. Absolutely for this, like literally take it like it normally is. Now, again, we talk about how there's 30
¿Qué están haciendo, tío? Todos juntos bailando. Creo que están esperando hasta que les dejen jugar.
$3 million in prize money given away this weekend. That happened yesterday at the Creative World Cup Finals. Let's take a look.
Eso fue ayer.
I'm Kitty Plays, and we're here in the player lounge right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome, I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had it in the bag. We're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. I knew Zan would clutch up, and he did just that.
You could tell he lifted the finger. He said, we need 1 coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
There it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger. You realize that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million. It's unreal.
Like, if you want to practice with Devron,
por una moneda ganó.
Do it slow. Don't go in blindly. Like, try and change everything you do every time you fail.
Chicos, podéis dar las ideas vuestras si queréis que os agreguen o agregaros entre ustedes. Eso no me importa, que lo pidáis. Para ganar el sorteo tienes que ir al link en la descripción que te manda al último vídeo mío, y en el vídeo mío dice cómo participar, que es entrar en glim.io, que tenéis el link en ese vídeo, y cumplir cosas, suscribirte en YouTube, ganas puntos, seguirme en Twitch, ganas puntos, seguirme en Instagram, ganas puntos. Cuanto más puntos consigas, más posibilidades de ganar. Y sí.
Yo me voy a dar un duchazo y vengo ya.
Si estás en medio de la partida se ve también. Sí, pero te molesta. Venga, dale. ¿No? Sí, sí, sí. Venga, que va a empezar ya, ¿eh? La pixelada.
The Creative World Cup Finals, so much fun yesterday. Again, congratulations to Scissors and his team. $1.3 million won.
Los trolls
the
estos.
elephant in the room here, and it's not Tim the Tabman. You didn't win that, Tyler.
It's correct.
What exactly happened here?
It's correct. No, we got 4th place, but you know, the crew that I picked out, man, Pal, Taco, and Kaz.
Están todos esperando, tío.
I mean, I think, and I also got to meet a lot of the
Cuando empieza la partida,
a lot of the maps,
ya va a empezar.
and,
Que le puedes poner en español. Es verdad, están los de la ULVP, ¿no?
Not even me, together as a unit.
No me acordaba, sinceramente.
295,000 as a team. I mean, little whips, man. You know, we were just killing it. Little ice creams, but that
No,
event was so
no,
incredible.
estos están
Another thing that kind of came out of nowhere.
¿Dónde están los de españoles?
The game with creative.
No lo sé.
I mean, it kind of popped up out of nowhere.
A ver si lo veo en español. Fortnite España, ¿no? Fortnite fan, los fans, Fortnite de España. Si alguno sabe dónde está, eso. Aquí está, ¿no?
Más divertida de lo que esperaba realmente. Me gustó mucho el modo creativo. Quiero ver más eventos de modo creativo porque son realmente muy entretenidos, muy divertidos. Sobre todo muy
pero
extraños,
esto...
porque rompe bastante.
Muy extravagantes, ¿no?
Rompe...
Pero vamos a verlo en original. Porque verlo así con gente hablando. Quiero hablar yo, no que hable la gente. Además, aprender inglés, chavales. Hay que aprender. Es el futuro.
The individuals and fans who traveled. It's their first time to New York City. Such a legendary, iconic place to have this major event. You see again the crowd continuing to fill on in, just getting some final things set up for the game so we can get it all launched.
Están comiendo pizza. LOL.
Eagerly awaiting the start as well. So many organizations represented throughout the weekend, and I have just received the word that we want, Ninja. The game is ready to go.
I'm ready. The first
Empieza.
big one, man. Who's it gonna be, guys? All right, I want you guys to scream out
Empieza.
your duos right now, man. Let's make some noise.
Who do you think's gonna win today? Scream it. I want to hear. Oh, it's gibberish. None of it makes sense.
I think I hear.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empieza el mundial.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Finals duo competition begins right now.
Ojo, qué guapo,
This is gonna be
Se la corrada,
There's nothing more honestly
Este es el de dúos,
than the initial launch. Off the bus, man. You're flying. Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna be eliminated. Who's gonna be the first one?
Mira este pibe de aquí del medio. Es un niño, de Face. ¿Cuánta gente tiene Face, tío?
That was just amazing. You can't live that down. I don't want to be the first person knocking this.
No, for sure. As now we immediately hop on board with my pick to dominate today, Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, and they're heading right towards Happy Hamlet, a place they've called home so many times.
Ojo, que cae gente para ahí, mucha,
You're flying on into here, Ninja. The early game's so key, and already Benji Fishy trying to put shots down range with that revolver, but area is contested. You see they're kind of split from each other right now.
Me puse en la mejor esquina.
What are their comms like in this exact moment?
No hay nada. ¿Dónde estoy yo? ¿Está todo abajo, a la izquierda?
Any type of information they can pass off to one another is going to be very important. They've been practicing this landing. I'm pretty sure I watch these guys play literally every week because they're from EU, so they were before NA qualifiers. And yeah, this is exactly where they normally land. Savage and Benji, they don't always land on top of one another. And you're honestly at a disadvantage if you do land in the same
Mr. Savage está ahí,
less shields
Ojo.
another, right? Less chances of getting shotguns and things like that.
Borwen, Trunks y Benji.
Well, we just saw the first zone has been revealed, and it is a northern side zone, so anyone in Happy Hamlet not safe. Rusty Flight, Paradise Palms, Lucky Landing, all not safe. So continue to keep an eye on this fight. 98 players remaining right now in this game.
El Daniel, Dios, se lo escucha ahí.
Material farming right now, so you're hitting a couple trees, you're getting 20, 30 materials like it's nothing. Let's shift our focus.
Ojo, que mueren. Murieron dos.
And it looks like Landjock
Punisher y alguien más.
go out very, very early in this first game to Tetra and on the flip side, the new Rogue members.
They're wasting a lot of material right now. You can already see it. You've got only 10 builds.
Muchas gracias, Sani. Espero que tengas suerte, tío.
You have to be very, very, very particular with how many matches you want to do, so you're trying to ramp rush somebody, because if you make it there and they shoot you out and you have no mats, I mean, you're left with literally nothing to protect yourself with.
And look at the advantage that you now have.
Facebook también lo puse. No me acuerdo.
But because 2 eliminations come on through, he gets both. That's 50 shield per elim, putting him at max HP, and now he can completely change how he takes this fight. It's not like the normal games where you're still stuck at 100 health and you might second.
Me voy a mover porque el Dani está ahí con el sonido a 200. Que se una ahora a mí. Porque, madre mía.
Pushing towards that top Dusty Divot side of XXM and Mend, and now they're sitting pretty. Divot all to themselves. They've got metal galore here as well as wood. The one material that really be lacking is going to be stone.
Texture.
Yeah, definitely going to be lacking stone. They can get a 500 metal, which is going to be there.
Fíjense lo pro que juega la gente y cómo juega esta gente. Que quedan 96 personas. El ganador lo doy el martes, que es el viernes el viernes que viene, sí, el siguiente viernes. No puedes ver a Mongrel, no, es lo que ponga Fortnite. Scarlet.
Into Fatal Fields to try to hide for a brief moment.
Y ese es su team.
The rough start right there. So much stone in Fatal Fields. I feel like
Bell.
Fatal Fields is a underrated landing spot.
I think you can get everything at Fatal Fields. You definitely get wood and brick very quickly, and then there's definitely some metal that you can.
Hostia, tienen a un ratoncito escondido por ahí en la hierba,
some tractors there in the sticks. But listen, man, I'm really curious as to why they're not pushing Sis.
Well, it's kind of a double.
Mataron al compañero y quedó este.
Yes, Sis is by himself, but we've all experienced.
No le renta enfrentarse, no gana puntos. Se lo van a cargar. Tiene que irse. Ani, saluditos desde España. Oh, que va,
Not good enough to know, but there's a certain path you can go on, and Sizlucky will actually be able to go back and pick up Rush's cards. So this is key.
Think you should go
Reboot Vans. Remember, when you get brought back, you only had 100 HP and a
se pixela la imagen, pero es por Fortnite. Ojo, los chinos. Yuan.
Up against Vinny and Zexro, and there's the knock right there, Ninja.
Drum shotgun's very powerful. It's definitely underrated. You can get inside somebody's one by one.
Ojo.
Right there. I mean, there's another knock with the drum shotgun, just absolutely wreaking havoc. You ain't trying to take this wall. I think
es que para entrarle a un tío de estos es chungo. Yo quiero que gane Mongrel. Mongrel me gustaría que ganara. Te fue. Te fue no está, creo. No está, te fue en dúo. Creo que te fue tan solo.
Yeah, Zexro has minis as well as big shields, so we'll be able to get back the full shield. And Yuang now in a tough spot. Do I try to go?
Zex definitely can interrupt this now. He took too long to start going with the res, but it looks like he's just going to be going for the reloads, taking his time, and he might be dipping out, maybe trying to. He's definitely staying aggressive, but he's going to get the revive off, and now it's a 2-on-1 again.
Zexro staying confident though, knowing right now still at over 150 HP.
Ojo que la abrió. Oh, pero eran dos, tío. Pa'l lobby, crack.
Hands right to his head. Some solid damage done, but Yuang dropped down to 59 HP.
Quedan 92 personas, 46 dúos.
Very, very close right there, Ninja, with the drum shotgun.
Very important is checking out the storm right now. A lot of these players, there's a lot. You guys can't see the storm.
Carles, ven. Que no he mirado el WhatsApp ni nada. Estoy un poco. Tony, gracias por seguirme en Instagram y Twitter, que me acaba de llegar la notificación. Bueno, me llegó lo que no lo había mirado.
And just taking advantage of, your incredible accuracy.
A little update too on Sizlucky. They did get the reboot.
Se ve y se oye bien, ¿no?
Both back in play. Look at how slow this lobby is going, folks.
Ahora cuando venga Dani, pues comentaremos la jugada.
A definite fan favorite here. Nate Hill and Fun.
Nate Hill.
Set up.
What? Está bugueado, ¿no?
Ninja, this is your landing spot that you went to with your duo reverse. What are maybe some little tips and tricks for players at home who like to land here?
So yeah, sí.
So there's, if you go on the boat, on the ship, every single one of the masts is like worth 200 wood. So you definitely want to go easily get max wood in arena in probably less than 10 seconds. And also there are some metal anchors in town that you can get for about 300 metal.
Mira los enfermitos estos, tío.
And like the most valuable
¿Eso está a cámara rápida o construir? No, eso está a cámara rápida, es imposible que se mueva así.
We haven't yet. I was going to let that be a bridge when we cross it, but
because 91 people left, I mean, how soon is it going to be?
We're going to have Storm Surge in every game.
Yeah.
91 personas, tío, ya están metidos en cuadrados, tío. Putas ratas. O sea, NC.
Ellos.
¿Qué, Dani?
¿Dónde lo está viendo?
Te paso el link para que veas el mismo que yo.
If you're used to playing at home, you probably have never experienced Storm Surge in a normal game, but it is very common in competitive
Estoy viendo la oficial. Recargo yo también la página.
Last until late game, earn those extra points and wind up getting those placement points to come on through. Watching Letwick and Flexi right now. It's so scrappy.
¿Pero por qué no lo pone que va en español?
No, cabrón. ¿Español para qué? Si lo que queremos es comentar nosotros, no...
¿En YouTube? ¿En YouTube?
Sí, sí, la que te pasé. ¿Eh?
Vale. Español, que no fuera de tú.
Es lo mismo, mierda, tío.
Ah, YouTube. La primera partida, ¿no?
Sí, la primera. Quedan 91 personas. Están rateando todos como perras, tío.
Claro, cabrón.
Ya.
Muchísima pasta en juego, tío.
Pero este es de dúo, ¿eh? Está Mongrel, Nitro. Hay un montón en la señal.
Claro, Salvaje.
Sí. Nitro Salvaje cayó en la nieve, tío.
Sí, en Ardehuela, ¿no?
Sí.
Siempre cae, cabrón.
Cayó ahí y había otro dúo, pero no sé si sobrevivió, la verdad. Creo que sí.
Pero esa gente no tiene entrenadores que le hacen las rutas y todo el rollo.
No, esa gente lo tiene más que estudiado.
Claro, toda la ruta para saber dónde tiene la movilidad, dónde hay hoguera, dónde hay... Eso lo tienen todo súper estudiado, cabrón.
Si nos lo sabemos nosotros, Dani. Imagínate esta gente.
Si te lo estudias y
juegas
10 horas diarias para entrenar, hermano.
Y eres Dios.
¿Tú estás viendo ahora mismo el nota ese que está...?
Legwick 3.
Vale, acaba de ponerse la cámara superior, ¿no?
Ahora otra, de Party. Sí, vamos viendo, vamos a ver. Muy bajo un segundo adelante o una atrás, lo que sea. Dani, hay uno con puto mando,
Sí, uno no me creo ese específico. Una locura,
Mira cómo juegan, tío.
Yo no me mira cómo están sobre el mapa, tío.
Ya lo sé. Quedan 84 personas.
Sí, pero ahora tienen que empezar a hacer daño.
Claro, porque le dan rayos, tío.
Sí, eso es súper roto.
¿Qué pasa, Iván? ¿Cuál es el sorteo? El del pase de batalla. Link abajo en la descripción. El primer link. Ponen sorteo. Pinchas ahí. Y hay un vídeo cortito que te explica cómo participar.
Lo guapo tiene que ser ahora mismo esta gente, tío. Lo guapo que tiene que ser la adrenalina que tienen que tener esta gente, Guille.
Mira, si tiene Alienware, tío, de sponsor. Molaría.
Es que ahí nadie se molesta a nadie, todos quieren llegar al final, tío.
Claro, ahí la cuestión es durar. Cuanto más dure, mejor.
Yo me imagino que no los dejarán streamear, ¿no?
¿Qué va? Eso no se puede streamear. Ahí es jugar y streamear Fortnite. Por ejemplo, a Mongrel no lo han puesto ni una vez. Todavía.
Ah, vale, mira, ayer por ejemplo Ninja tenía abierto el directo, pero estaba...
No, pero era creativo.
El canal de... No, pero estaba como hosteando, ¿sabes?
Ah, vale, sí.
Hosteando, pero desde su propio canal, no era un...
Sí. Viendo el directo desde su directo.
Ahí está, abierto, el directo abierto en su directo.
And that changes the game completely. Once you hear double heavy, you can no longer sit still ever. Or if you know where they're at, you have to make sure.
Ahora donde cierra, ahora viene lo bueno, ahora cuando empiezan a morir.
Claro, ahora es cuando sí. Porque empiezan los rayos a dar.
Como no toque por ahí.
Chico, mira el mapa, tío, está petado.
Pues tienen que moverte la dente.
Esa gente estaba pegándose. Viendo a esta gente en verdad aprender, tío. Oh, le va. Mira, 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 está muriendo peña,
Claro, cabrón.
Y los rayos, tío. Pero los rayos te dan a través de todo, ¿no?
Sí.
Ya, la chetada.
Los rayos por camparito guarro. Mira, es que se lo van a cargar, es que se lo carga. ¿Cómo no? Ay, se lo ha cargado en nota.
Pero los rayos le han reventado, tío. Chiquita locura, tío.
Es que vamos a ver ahora la final cuando llegue el último círculo. Yo flipan,
Ya. Para el lobby.
Claro, ahora empiezan a caer en gordo.
Para el lobby, para el lobby, para el lobby. Pum, pum, pum. Claro, o hacen daño o hacen daño.
Yo lo veo bien, son los más inteligentes, ¿no? Hicieron los primeros torneos con el ninja y todo, me acuerdo, y ya todo el mundo rateando media hora, hermano.
Pero es lo que hay, cabrón, te estás jugando una pasta.
Y yo, pero cabrón, tú vas, y yo, pero para hacer espectáculo, no para nada más para dinero, hermano.
¿Aquí? ¿Ahora?
Claro, pero que esto es un espectáculo, igual que a lo mejor un reality de televisión o lo que sea, y yo, por mucho que tú quieras que gane toda la pasta que tú quieras.
No, cabrón,
este no. Porque, bueno.
Sí, entonces en un mundial de fútbol, tío, en vez de marcar un gol normal, no, te vas a poner a hacer la de chilena. Nada,
no,
cabrón.
Bueno, hombre, no, pero tendrás que chutar alguna vez, ¿no?
Claro, pero...
Si no chuta no mete gol, entonces
ya,
si no dispara no mata. Entonces eres un puto campero de mierda, cabrón.
Ya, bueno, pero ¿qué hay?
No mereces estar ahí.
¿Qué pasa, Lenin? Dale a follow y sales en pantalla.
Fíjate que yo lo vi, pie. Y además, contra más gente junta, más le gusta a ellos, es mejor, tío.
A todo esto, las alertas las tengo que cambiar de lado.
Mongra, Mongra.
Para el directo, tío. Muerto, chavales. Ahora.
Y el Mitro estaba invisible, hermano.
¿Qué?
El Mitro estaba invisible.
¿Cómo que invisible? ¿Haciendo hacks?
No. El Mitro, la carita. Niño.
Ese niño no. El Mitro tiene más edad que... ¿Cuánto tiene Mitro? 20 años, ¿no?
Tendrá que hombre, no creo, ¿no?
¿Mitro? No sé, la verdad.
No están tranquilitos ahí los dos.
Y tienen a otros lados, ¿sabes? En plan...
Mira, pero mira cómo spamea. Esa gente se spamea.
Claro, tiene que hacer daño, tío. Si no te empiezan a dar los rayitos.
Pero el Face da y el Mega también por ahí. El Ronaldo ese de Brasil. Que vaya arriba el Zabay.
Ronaldo.
Pero ese es de Brasil.
Ya.
Es el primero que llegó a conseguir 2000 y pico de puntos. Nena.
¿Qué son enfermos, cabrón? Saf.
To force people out of their 1x1s and try to shoot them as they're rotating away and trying to build new 1x1s to dodge the stinks. You see the stinks right now.
Mongra está muerto.
Mira.
Mongra el lobby. Queda Mitro. Daño. Dios.
Spray at players who have to push from the zone. They have one way they can go. They can't afford to take storm damage. They've got to push.
Tío, parece que tienes A en nota, mira.
Sí, ya. Mirando son donde están siempre. Es enfermedad, tío. Mira los tubos que tienen esos metidos ahí dentro, tío. La pirámide ahí. Spameando a saco los cabrones. Claro, Barret y un par de... Tienen unos ahí juntos, ¿eh? Mira el...
Están pegando ahora.
Hostia, muerto.
¿Cómo se lo ha liado el colega?
Sí. No sé si fue el colega o el otro que abrió y le tapó, ¿eh?
Sí, le tapó, el colega suyo.
¿Es un niño? El Mega, tío, mira el Mega.
Sí, un niño, pero flipa el niño como
No, ya, el niño te da mil vueltas a ti y a mí.
Es una puta bestia.
Es de Face, ¿eh?
Sí. Este niño...
Face tiene un montón de gente jugando ahí, ¿eh?
Por lo menos 6 o 7, irá cómo le dan los rayos, tío.
Los rayos son una chetada.
Ya está, ya ha hecho daño.
Mira el punto, tío. Madre. ¿Alguien consiguió el graffiti? ¿De qué? Tiene un graffiti en teoría, ¿no? Sí, por verlo. Yo no lo sé, si me lo han dado no lo sé. No he entrado en Fortnite. Eso se lo copiaron a los del counter. Los del counter por ver... Las esos te daban armas y todo. Skins y etc. Molaba. Y cajas que valían una pasta. Las podías vender.
Tío, 52 personas, Tocino, mira eso.
Es la primera partida de 6. Mira, ahí cae un drop ahí. A ver quién tiene los cojones de cogerlo.
Sí, lo cogen seguro. Por ver el Word durante 20 minutos, ¿te dan el esto? Ah, pues está guay. Nosotros ya llevamos 20 minutos viéndolo. ¿Por qué? ¿Te dan?
Que por verlo, te dan un graffiti. ¿Tú tienes la cuenta de Google asociada a la de Epic? ¿Eh?
Pasa.
¿Pero no la tienes asociada?
No.
Y te dan un camuflaje y no sé qué cosa. Pues, o eso es la otra vez.
Está todavía por ahí.
¿Quién?
El Nate Hill.
Y Mr. Sabaz está ahí, míralo, con Benji. Acaba de volar. Y Ronaldo, mira volando el Ronaldo. Madre mía, mira la locura. Ahí el lag tiene que ser mortal, ¿eh? Cabrón, mira eso, tío. Es una locura, ¿eh?
Y los que mueren por tormenta, cabrón. Dios, son todos niños, tío.
Todos niños de esos, sí, ganan. ¿Qué está haciendo el pavo este? ¡Es invisible el niño! ¿What?
Hacen eso antes un metro.
Mira el Ronaldo este. Otro enfermito. Mira aquellos que tienen el high ground. Ah, ¿es Savage?
Qué cabrón aquello. Tío, para mí son de los favoritos, tío, para ganar.
¿Viste Savage?
Sí. Pero indiscutiblemente, te lo juro de verdad. Son unas bestias los cabrones.
Savage está enfermo, tío. A mí me gusta mucho cómo juega. Porque juega tranquilo. ¿Tú viste el Savage cuando el otro... Mira, se cargó uno en el aire. ¿Tú viste el Savage cuando se hizo el récord de kill este ahora, la última vez, tío? 40 y pico. Pero tranquilito, como si estuviera jugando normal.
Oh, lo mataron.
Cayó. Pero ¿qué clan es ese, tío? ¿NRG? ¿O eso es un patrocinador?
No, un clan.
Se fue de... Mr. Sabas no estaba en... en el de Mongrel antes.
No.
Ya no quedan sino 9 personas.
9.
Bueno, pero están puntuando, ahora están en top 7.
Y los materiales que tiene Bellice.
No tiene nada, tío. No tiene materiales, cabrón. Está en la mierda, tío. Se lo cargaron. Mega. Mira, está Mitro. Oh, se cargó uno, se cargó uno, antes de morir. La primera win.
Y ha quedado tercero.
Mira, el clan de esta gente también. ¿Es el de mando, tú? No. ¿Ese era el de mando?
No, hombre.
No sé, uno de esos antes tenía mando. Por ahí.
Tiro los dos arriba, claro. A tope de vida, muy tranquilo.
You know, Ninja, that was a big topic of conversation. Players with fan experience, players who've been around the Fortnite competitive scene at these major events for a long time. Will they get the nerves get to them? Guess what? The answer is no. Zayt and Saf take game number 1.
Kept their composure. It was absolutely incredible to watch, man. Seriously, these guys have been absolutely dominant in the World Cup qualifiers online, and it's only fair that they continue to show their dominance.
Primera partida acabada, chavales. A ver si ponen ahora cómo va. Fueron a mear.
Mr. Savage and Benji Fisher, we have to talk about them for a second as well. The European young duo, they were on the high ground. It was looking good, Ninja, but
pero perdieron el Mr. Savage la altura, tío, y se aliaron.
It's unfortunate, man, when you have a group full of these players who are literally the best in the world. They know exactly how to win, right? So if they don't have the high ground, they know that whenever there is a moment, they have to shoot the high ground out with rockets, shockwave grenades. I think that's actually what happened. Shockwave.
La primera, chavales. En verdad eso es quitarte un peso de encima, en verdad.
Esa gente ya ganan un pastón que te cagas.
Incredible first game, and we're only just getting started.
We're only just getting started. Remember, 6 games being played today in the duos competition, in which 15.
El primer puesto se lleva 3 millones.
Sí, es que hasta el último puesto son 100.000, cabrón.
No, ya. Pues solo por participar te lleva 100.000.
Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Get involved in the conversation. Send a Ninja and I your thoughts after game number 1. Who surprised you? What are you looking forward to in games 2 through 6? For me, other things I noticed, man. You've got to be on your A game when it comes down to taking note of where you are.
¿Pero cuánto tardan en empezar la siguiente partida? Espero que no mucho.
I've honestly never seen Storm Surge affect the game so much. Yep. Because here we are having 80 people left after the second circle. So, you know what I mean? Like, and these guys, they're not going to let you hit them. You know what I mean? And if you want to put shots on these guys, it's going to be when they're flying.
Ojalá sea rápido la siguiente. Y después de esto, Dani, Marshmallow concierto.
Qué guapo, hermano.
Me va a saltar el copyright por todos lados, pero me sube la pinga. A recargar el VAP.
Thank you so much, Courage and Ninja. In the first match of the duos competition is over in the Victor Royales. Well,
mira este en Parque Placentero, a gusto.
Se pasa.
Together, and that end game was a prime example of the we're gonna re-roll it one more time, and we're gonna break down kind of how they were able to keep the control. Now, pay attention right away.
A ver cuando empieza la siguiente.
See on the backside, Staff has one angle while Zayt is going forward, and they're moving back over the tarps they've already established. But the angles they take make sure they're covering everything. They hear the shots below, they're putting the fire down towards them, and Scarlet is able to pick up Mitro, but doesn't have enough to get out. Zayt and Saf 5 eliminations, victory royale, 15 points, showing that
50 points.
Their experience on stage and at major LAN events is winning out right now. They say nerves, what nerves? We might as well be playing at home on our own stations because they are just that good. Match 1 is over. Time to get back over the stage for match 2. Ninja and Courage, take it away.
Thank you very much, Sundown. Great stuff as always there from Unreal Island outside of the venue, enjoying the event themselves. But again, game number 1 in the books. Obviously, so many updates to see exactly where we stack up. In the end, those final moments can be so hectic. So before we hop into game 2, we will have a standings update for you all.
Momento, que creo que hay cosas.
Who do you think's up
Ya
top
vengo.
right now? Well,
Mira, ojo, a ver cómo van.
Claro.
6-6, vale, que son los primeros.
15 puntos era Mongra.
Mira, Mongra el tercero,
Nitro ha conseguido tela,
Nitro aguantó.
¿Y
Shabbat dónde está? Ah, bueno, están quintos, cabrón. Yo voy con Mongra y Shabbat. Los demás me sudan la polla. 15 puntos consiguieron por la win y 5 eliminaciones. GG.
Fíjate el Mongra en Nitro, 6 eliminaciones.
Ya. Por eso están ahí. Claro, solo saben los 10 primeros porque los otros se llevan 100.000. Los 10 primeros son los que importan. Ah, que estoy mirando lo de Fortnite, que creo que se filtró algo.
Mira, metidos en creative. Ah, no, empieza la partida ya.
Sí. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Empezamos por el 5.
Empezamos, Dani. La siguiente.
Vale, esto va a ir rapidito.
Sí.
Yo ahora me pido una pizzita y lo veo entero, hermano.
Pero te lo ves aquí conmigo, ¿no?
Hombre, claro.
Hacia
Pido la pizza y el tiempo de bajar por la pizza y subir, cabrón. Mira, los que ganaron antes, tío. Cayeron en... Una, dos, tres, cuatro, 5 llamas, tío. Mira, han caído en un dron,
Los que ganaron antes.
Sí.
¿Y por qué el tejado ese, tío? ¿Tenía alguien arriba, no?
No tengo ni idea.
¡Lol! ¿Una llama? ¿What? ¿La vio de lejos o qué? No me lo creo. Que buscaron la llama sí o sí. Pero mira dónde cayó el compañero, tío. Mira dónde está el compañero, tú. No van nada juntos.
Y ahora van a liar.
¿Qué?
Que ya la van a empezar a liar. Han venido arriba.
Imagínate que ganen otra. A ver si ponen a Shabbat, a ver si cae en el mismo sitio. Es que pican todo, tío. Son como pirañas. Ah, que tienen gente ahí, vale. Atento, Primera pelea. Que no, ya murió gente. No me he fijado.
3 han muerto.
Esto, mira. Arriba te salen los que quedan y los teams. Mira esto donde cayeron.
No, matado un team, ¿no?
No, un team y uno. Es que por 10 de daño que hagas, tío, a lo mejor no te da la tormenta esa. Los rayos chungos.
No materials left, Ninja. You can't even take a wall. They're really, this is an abysmal position to be in. Yueng knows that.
Pues recupera a tu colega, cojones.
Es que tiene otros detrás, ¿eh? Disparándole. Les van, ¿eh? ¡Oh! ¡Doble! ¡Qué piperos, tú!
¿Cómo se las ha liado, hermano?
Que no, pero ¿qué es eso? Que no es que se la líes a un pipero, tío, sino se la está liando un jugador pro.
¿Pero has visto eso, hermano?
¿Qué?
Que yo, ¿cómo apuntan esta gente? Esto es exagerado, hermano.
¿De qué?
Y yo, ¿no has visto que le ha dado un escopetazo este al que estaba dentro?
Sí, ya.
Pero Guillo, que no. Guillo el ratonazo que ha pegado en notas.
Nani, por eso están en el mundial y tú no.
Y lo cae, lo mata.
A rematarlo sí o sí, cabrón. Esos son puntos, tío. ¿Tú también lo ves pixelado? A veces.
Un poco,
Cuando hay mucho movimiento se ve pixelado. Pero es por la saturación. Se quedó solo, se lo cargaron. Qué liada, ¿eh? Son dioses. Pero dioses.
Este es el de mando, creo, el FK.
¡Ultra la trampa que le puso tú! ¿La trampa que te mata? Cabrón, ¿qué está haciendo, tío? Me está mareando.
Skeptic just 8 builds left. They're trying to stay alive right now. They do have the number advantage. Clix has time to pop one mini, and it looks like they're going to go for it right now. They made the conscious decision to try to build out, but no. They back up for a moment. Finally get the
Mira la trampa que tienen ahí, tío.
Grenades now as well. They want to go for the second elimination. And we take the oh my god, we got some trap talk in real life. Did he just take the L in real life? Homie, this is land. This dude's going to come over. No, I'm just kidding. 40, but the sticks come on in.
Uf, el niño está en la mierda, ¿eh? Mongrel, Limitro. Yeah.
Cómo se roban, Tío, son unas putas bestias, tío, te lo juro.
Cabrón, ¿qué? Violadísima, tú. Hacer lo que les da la gana.
Cómo abusan ellos, te lo juro. Mira, el Aidan es de mando.
Es este.
Este es el único que trae mando, ¿no? Claro, el Aidan, el coja Aidan.
¡Dios! Hostia, tú. ¿Has visto la violada que le acaba de meter con el suficiente?
Sí, pero estaba tumbado, cabrón.
Ah, vale. No sé si estaba tumbado. Yo sé que...
Estaba tumbado.
They're going for it. They're saying, you know, you would have thrown the trap down by now. They're calling it ready.
Yeah.
And look at the take from Aiden. The jump out to the side. And they'll be rewarded with shields with material.
Pero no se ven las skills que llevan estos, tío. Hace dos. Y las lleva el pavo este.
The stats so far this game, Aiden has done 434 damage and taken 312.
Y el daño, lo bueno que el daño le sirve ahora para después.
Por eso tiene que pegar al principio, tío. Mira las partículas, tío, y esas partículas no las he visto. Yo no juego con el juego en Ultra. Esta gente sí, ¿eh?
Freaking out, man.
You're getting into it.
Looks
right
like a
now.
lot of people.
I love it.
Yeah, we're looking around. They're all gone. There's only one airdrop that's left, which means a lot of players. It's very difficult, man. Going for airdrops is super risky, but it looks like everyone in the world.
Mira dónde está el punto otra vez, tío. Oh, pero ahí hay montañas, Ahí va a haber peleita en las montañas.
If you kind of sit outside and wait for players to move in from the slipstream, you might be able to deal a lot
A
of
ver,
damage.
pelea.
You might think, oh, well, there's no way you're going to get that elimination. I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying free damage for Storm Surge when that comes into play, because it is going to happen very, very soon here. We're about a minute away.
It literally looks like we've been watching.
Mira qué cabrones, tío. Las granadas esas son... Las tiene todo el mundo, ¿eh? Mira la viola, mira la viola.
Arroz, se la habían hecho para eso más que nada, en verdad. Para poder irse tranquilo.
Encima ese que tiene mando, cabrón. Cayeron al lado de otros, tío. Es que ahí quedan 84, tío. Por cualquier lado que te muevas, tío, vas a ver gente, sí o sí. O sea, es una locura. Es una puta locura eso.
Delightful, just some delightful posts. Those of you guys who don't know what they are, each one splash, they come in packs of 2, you can stack up to 6, they give you 20 health, no shield, whatever you're
doing.
They're
instant. You throw them down the ground, and they can be used to heal you
Go.
and the teammates around you, as well as if you really want to be a troll, your enemies that you knocked. Here are Mongrel and Micho in the zone, and you talked about this inventory. I'm going to come out.
Ahora, el tema de cómo lo retransmiten está de puta madre, ¿eh?
Sí. Está muy bien hecho.
They were already in your top 3. So they're in a position right now, where they have a pop-off performance right here.
Ha limpiado toda la puta casa, tío.
Played after the first 2, they could be your leaders.
Absolutely. I mean, they were only 2 points away from first. Yep. They didn't even win the game. And Mongrel went down early before placement points were even rewarded. So, Connor in another fight with Quentin and his squad.
Claro, te mando.
Trying to take some walls here.
No, a verlo el compañero.
No, está por ahí peleando con ellos.
Es el compañero del de mando. Aidan.
Ah, sí, es verdad.
Well, the player trying to drop a trap down low to bait Aiden, but Aiden does not fall for it. This seasoned veteran trying to cover his back. Players beginning to spray on through. Stink bombs dropping in.
Violada.
Shot comes in.
Gets his shield. That's why he went for the thirst. Yep. And grabbed the mats. 365 mats. More than that, he's got to get out of the stinks. They've got to get out of the stinks. So weak 2. Look at how weak they are. And don't they can get both Sean and Aiden. I think that's exactly what they should. They split up.
Pero matado, se le robó el confi.
Get pushed by more than one person.
Quick reaction from Aiden, but this looks like it could spell disaster for the duo. Damage dealt.
Oh!
He does go down, though the quick edit.
Le abrió por detrás y ni se enteró.
Now it's up to Sean. Can he clutch it? Only 2 HP. Got some mini.
Que hay tanta gente que te pueden entrar por tantos sitios.
But looks like Spades is just way more healthy. And obviously there's 3 other players who are around him as well. So what's he gonna do? Looks like he's going for high ground, smart play, but he's out of mats.
Oh no, he does. He's got wood.
Sí, no tiene material.
Put himself in a nice pyramid. For those of you guys who don't know, when a brick or a metal pyramid.
Big thing to know. Look at his zone. He has to push. That's it. He has to push. He has 52 health, but the zone is right at his back. He's got to go. Don't even worry about Storm Surge.
Toma.
446.
Está muerta.
I mean, that's just the worst position to be in any competitive game, is being weak, low materials, low health, and being forced to push in.
Every time you watch Aiden, and whoever he's playing with, they are always the most aggressive, it appears. Yes. If you remember the famous moment, I think for me, arguably one of the most famous moments in Fortnite competitive history was the Nick Merckx and Aiden duo, where they made it into the big bonus about a year ago. Oh my God. And a crowd.
¿A dónde van a ir?
Well, they're always scrappy getting into eliminations. Here,
quedan 70.
For a second. Aiden and Sean
70, tú.
680 damage in the game.
Mira, por ahí está el presentador. Mira las casas de piedra que se hicieron aquello. LOL.
Speaking of potential fights, here's Sislucky and Brush, who we saw earlier on in the last game at Fatal Fields, struggle to stay alive. Now in another tough spot as they're both low on shields and low on health.
Mira el Midro y el Mongrel dónde están.
Claro, ahí se quedaron al final.
Oye, Savage no lo he visto. Ahí están a gusto, mira. Mira, van primero. ¿Lo ves arriba?
Sí, pero eso es lo de antes, cabrón.
No, claro, no han contado esta, ¿no?
Ahora no.
Oh, sí. Estaría guapo que lo fueran contando.
He's not exposed right there, right, Ninja? He's peeking through his build. Correct. You guys are peeking through a pyramid. You hit edit on it.
¿A qué está disparando si no hay nadie ahí, cabrón? ¿A quién está viendo ahí, tío? Hostia, aquí están en la tormenta, tío. Qué liada. Se los come la puta tormenta, chaval. ¡Dios!
Kind of moving a little bit away from Pleasant Park, but it's once you have a high ground mountain in play. I mean, I'm wondering if it's going to go north. There's
Se los come la tormenta, tío.
And
really mixes it up late game.
A drone ship that people can wind up going on top of, and those are brilliant to use.
Oh, absolutely.
Mira todos en casitas, tío. La comarca.
Without having to place any mats. Yep. It's incredible. You can't get sniped from above, and you can deal as much damage as you want. Also, it's incredibly difficult to shoot players that are up.
Y les va la cabeza, tío.
To know that after the 5th circle closes in, those air vents will stop working. So if you don't have any rotation to get down, glide or redeploy, anything like that, yikes. That's a massive yikes. So you have to pray that someone puts a launch pad down underneath it somehow.
Yep.
And go for it.
Yeah,
just risk it all.
Most of these teams will mess that up. Now, we talked about our Game 1 winners, the team that took home the Victory Royale, which is, again, 10 placement points, the max you can get for placement in these games.
Ahora mismo hay 6 que están cojos.
They're currently set on up in this zone for the
que están solos.
Are they the yellow team in the minimap?
7, tío.
Close enough for sure. I can see.
Pero el mega ese ahí.
A little bit, but look, they got 4
Niños, son una bestia, ¿eh?
Yep. And they'll be all right. They'll be able to make it happen.
Here we go. They have to rotate the farthest. Look at how many staff players are on this side of the lobby right now, and they're all going to have to move very soon.
Yeah, Arkram and Falconer have a tough rotation ahead. Slags and Keys. Watch them fight a little bit earlier on against Landjock and Punisher.
Heels till his teammate comes in.
Yep. No, he missed one. He did miss. No, his teammate's full. Teammate's full.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. Geez.
Teammate's full.
You know, I was playing with Myth the other day, and he was.
Mira los cabrones, tío.
I'm really sensitive on it. I'm still really sensitive.
Pero tienen que empezar a hacer daño ya.
Again, it seems like some tension there, but we continue to move on.
Rojo igual. El rojo ese creo que es español, ¿eh? Hay españoles ahí metidos.
62 players left in this
El Warbe.
5 duos.
Eso también.
And you see Arkram and Falconer. It looks like they did a duo shockwave to try to fly across the map together.
Good teamwork.
As the frantic rotation begins to move on in, more Storm Surge will soon begin to come into play as well.
Jack, I have a question for you, man.
Yes.
Once these circles start closing in so small, what do you think is the play?
Ojo.
Right away once it's revealed if you're far out, or to wait and be the last team?
For me, it completely comes down to what you have left, what you have in your inventory, where you are.
Vienen los rayos, creo.
Well, if I'm in a position where I know I need to make some ground up on the leaderboards, I want to rotate early and try to begin to spray back on the opponents to get some free eliminations.
Yes.
If you get the zone on you, you begin to just.
Le hicieron al Bruce ese un poquito de daño.
You can spray on down as well.
El Bruce muere, ¿eh? Uf.
If you have nothing to rotate with and you're far away, I think you play late and hope someone else drops a launch pad near you and use that community pad to your advantage.
Yeah, we're looking over here at Ewing, 3 eliminations.
¿Qué pasa, Facundo? ¿Cómo estamos, tío?
And it's definitely a very delicious load.
Ojo, ¿eh?
Anyone with a heavy sniper and a blue SMG in a combat.
And remember, he started the game in Snobby Shores with that clutch when KBB did go down, so they're still in this one because
he still has that beautiful blue combat where he clutched it with, man.
Yes, he does, and all the materials you could ever ask for, nearly 100 builds in this one.
You see they're marking right now. I think they have a double heavy sniper.
Le marca para que le disparen.
They're either marking double heavy or they're saying, focus this, the zone's closing there.
We're gonna find out soon enough. It literally looks like he's marking.
Tú tienes hacks ese.
Oh, they do a double heavy.
Está apuntando justo donde está la gente. Dan el doble. Tira la pared. Y
but they've got the tools, the key to open goal, and this zone ninja, it just moved over a mountain, man. It just moved onto the side of the mountain, so high ground will be in play, but at the same time,
después del vídeo jugamos al Fortnite. Estuve jugando antes, hice directo jugando con Sub. Y ahora estamos viendo la World Cup. Y cuando termine no sé si será muy tarde, ya veremos.
This storm surge, so they're good for the moment, and there's the replenish from his teammate in Vitro. 64 total builds left.
Always see them doing this. They always split half and half match with one another, and then they go and collect the others. And it's just a perfect way of making sure that you guys have equal material.
Look at how weak Saf is. Saf just sneaking up through with that shadow bomb. The spray coming in from Mongrel. Stink bomb is hit as well. Everyone focusing these players on the outside. They've got the minigun firing too. The lobby now picking up quick.
A ver, Mongrel, la verdad que está aguantando. Pero antes no sé si aguantó. Es que antes se lo violaron, tío. Con el humo, tío.
They're just trying to get as many limbs possible as people are rotating in.
Vitro on the bottom right of your screen with that minigun has 631 bullets to spray down with Mongrel.
El Mitro va con una minigun,
but does have to back up.
Didn't get the clutch. Someone else stole the kill from him.
Vitro gets chunked as well.
Still have a launch pad, but again, when you're in a situation like this,
Mongrel muerto, tío.
with nothing but grenade launcher shots.
¿Tú cuántas granadas tiene esa gente, tío? LOL. Y Mitro también, los dos muertos, LOL.
Mira, me destrozaba,
Yo 23 y soy malo.
Do you go for there's a launch pad there and so many materials? This is game-changing loot right now. They've got the builds to go for it if they want. They're gonna do it. They're gonna make the play.
A gold combat shotgun too, man.
Zayn and Saf uncontested. That's one of those risk versus reward plays that can help set them up for 2 victory royales in a row.
No, ahora no hicieron Nitro y Mongrel no hicieron nada, Quedan top 20 y pico. Top 20 y pico es una mierda.
Sí, pero 4 o 5 kills a lo mejor, pues...
Sí, pero...
Los que van bien son esta gente otra vez, tío.
¿Qué?
Esta gente son los que van bien otra vez. Mira, los dos a full de vida.
Ya. Bueno, full.
Con 2 kills.
Full.
Bueno,
He might have to use his own. Yes, he does again, and that actually works out. He hits his head on something, which takes him down from having to, fly all the way up and float and get beat. They're going to challenge high ground right now.
Hermano, están enfermísimos esa gente. Construyen tan rápido que me marea. Está intentando coger el high ground otra vez. Si lo hacen pueden ganar. Pero arriba está el Red Rush y el Snappy.
Mira, Borgwen por ahí.
¿Quién?
Borgwen.
¿Dónde está?
El español. Mira, la habían impulsado una granada para la derecha.
No lo veo, tío.
No se lo han cargado ya.
Wolfrey, sí lo veo, que acaba de morir y ahora.
No, mira, Borgwen, ahí abajo.
Es Wolfrey, es. Ah, mira, Wolfrey. Sigue ahí, tiene toda la puta vida, Vuelven a tener el high ground, el sax. Imagínate que vuelvan a ganar.
Los que han ganado antes otra vez, Guillo.
Que están en el high ground, otra vez. Los que ganaron, tío.
Se han cargado el compi.
¿Está solo? Sí. Ah, pero le pillaron la altura, Tiene uno encima. Quedan 10 personas,
No tiene materiales.
No joda. Por eso bajó. Se muere. Se muere. Se le desconectó el ratón. ¿Se le desconectó el ratón o qué pasó?
No, eso ha muerto por saquear y mover. Fue por el modo repetición, entonces no son fallas.
as Zexro on hype for the moment. 5 eliminations so
¿Tienes
far.
el Apex? Sí, lo tengo.
Their names in the hat for potential victory royale in this game.
Me aborgo, con 5 que.
Now with eliminations back to back. 4 players left in this one. Zexro and Vinny sprang from the high ground. It's a 2 versus 1. The player right on the edge of the zone. The shockwave into the air. And he's going to drop on down to hype for the moment.
Se los hace, cabrón.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
Zexro and Vinny. TSM takes game 2.
Vinny y el PASE.
Both alive. You love to see it. The victory royale and 7
Entonces,
eliminations. Look at that. Vinny's
pero no le da la mano al otro. ¡Qué pringado! Quedó retratado.
Qué tío. Hola. Tan hijo de puta. Ítem era el último.
Vinny pop off, man. You love the pop off. So hyped. Zexro's
Mira,
Mira, pero es que ahora otra vez. Mira,
ah, le coge la mano, no le quería dar.
Mira el enfermo bailando en el Fortnite.
Sí. Como una puta plaga, tío. Este universo nunca había hablado con un youtuber. Bueno, yo no soy youtuber. Casi importante, así que no tienes por qué estar nervioso. A ver la clasificación como va, tío. Porque aquí volvieron a hacer puntos los primeros, ¿eh? No sé en qué posición quedaría, pero en top 10 seguro. Y eso ya bastante.
Take notes. Watch these players. Watch how they build. Watch the fights that they take, the way they rotate. And we'll see you guys here next year, man.
Well, guess what? Game number 2 ended with style with the North American duo of Vinny and Zexro taking it. They're on the floor with none other than Jordan Fisher.
Thank you so much, Courage. I appreciate that. NA showing up and taking
Los que ganaron ahora.
of business.
TSM,
To Vinny and Zexro with a fantastic in, both together, which is an incredible thing, right? Walk me through the just in-game for you guys.
Estoy temblando,
The comp's kind of hectic because of the noise, but we're just really good at playing together. Like, we're the longest duo that have played together, so yeah, we're just not
Great. Fantastic work, guys. Back to you, Ninja and Courage. JD!
Thank you so much, Jordan. The duo.
Que el otro no habló. Por no darle la mano.
From all the times we've seen them in these competitive tournaments, while they might be some younger players, they've definitely been around the block here in competitive Fortnite.
Again, you just see them just like a lot of other.
Vamos a ver cómo van, tío.
Top of the duo qualifiers every single week. Even though they already qualified, they continue to keep playing.
Voy a jugar.
Playing and practicing. Guess what? They just took the game number 2. We gotta be pumped right now, man. Once you win one of these games, you can't let up, though. Again,
over 8 million people worldwide.
I felt like he was just talking about what are we gonna do next. Hey, man, good job. We won that. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Right? How are we gonna change? Maybe even do better somehow. Get more limbs in game 3.
No, for sure. And they know that. They're not gonna take their foot off the gas pedal. Folks, we have our standings after game number 2.
Aquí estamos en verano. Ojo que siguen primeros tú, Lele. LOL. ¿Y Sabas dónde está? Mongrel sigue bajó un puesto. Y Sabas. Mira, Borwen. Ahí, noveno. Ole, España. Sarkray de México,
Y Sabas en esta baja hotel.
Sí. Y eso que Mongrel queda un montón también. Y la mierda,
Sí, Sabas, bueno, 15.
¿Quién vino? ¿Qué ratón vino? Ah, ¿ya vino todo el Turner por aquí o qué? ¿Qué dice que iba a venir? Ahí está.
Sí, estaba ahí discutiendo con mi madre.
Ah, todo bien. Ah, ese lo estamos viendo.
It jumps all the way to 3 million. So everyone, eyes on that top prize. We are just 1/3 of the way through
Oh, día tengo algo. Encima me estaba duchando y se me va el cambio.
¿Qué digo?
Me estaba duchando y se me había ido la puta luz encima.
Qué guay, ¿no?
No me haga bueno.
Pero todavía ahí es de día o sigue ya de noche.
No, aquí no. Aquí son las 7:25. La cosa es que como tengo la luz, porque desde que he venido al puto piso este, no he venido en nota por el contador de mierda. Pues lo que tengo es una llave que tú vas a la recarga.
Ah, sí.
Y al lado, que duró.
Sí, sí.
Y me estaba duchando y de repente hace todo pop. Y yo con la lavadora puesta y te digo, no creo, tío.
No.
Y no creo porque ahora no puedo recargar. Que te pasa ahora aquí. Que tienda bien, ahí ves, estoy. Y digo, luego la llave, lo voy a meter otra vez, la función. Y ya funciona.
Suerte, cabrón. Imagínate que no llega a funcionar. Ya vengo, voy al baño.
Pues se me ha ido la mano, primo. Primo.
Traemos.
¿Está en directo este? No, no.
Sí, claro.
To give back to you guys than to
Me
teach
lo
you how to
callo,
say
después te lo
Fortnite
digo.
from all around the world. So in just a moment, we're going to take a look at a video, and I can't wait because this is actually the first time I'm seeing this. A lot of work went into making this happen. So I can't wait for us to watch
¿Qué
this.
está haciendo? ¿La World Cup ahora o qué?
Let's take a look.
Sí, estamos viéndola.
Hello Fortnite fam. 포트나이트 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요. Привет, Fortnite 팀이야. Andiamo a tirare storio. Buonasera Fortnite folk. Yo le fan del Fortnite.
¿Hasta qué hora te quedas hoy más o menos?
What's up, Fortnite fam?
¿Qué?
¿Hasta qué hora te quedas hoy más o menos?
Uf, pues hasta que me caiga dormido.
What's up, Fortnite?
Pero voy a pedir una pizquita.
Was geht, Fortnite Freunde?
Me quedo contigo y...
What's up, Fortnite fam?
Otra, ya salió antes. Y me ha dado un...
What's up, Fortnite fam?
¿Que te da un qué?
Un brote, un ras. No había dado mi brote de esto nunca yendo al mar.
What's up, Fortnite fam?
Un brote, ¿cómo, cabrón?
E aí, galera do Fortnite?
Es que no lo puedo decir, pero me da cosa si lo voy a decir, ¿verdad?
G'day, Fortnite fam. Bonjour, comment ça va les... G'day, Fortnite fam. Cheer up, Fortnite fam. What up, boys?
De ahí otra, ¿no?
Ha ido al baño, dice. No, mira, muévete y te lo digo, antes de ganar.
No.
That was nothing better than I thought it would be. Just embrace it. We, as a collective, at the Fortnite fam, get used to it. We're here to stay. Now, guys, you know, there's a few more things I want to take a look at before we hop back into the next game. One of the things to kind of do if you're here or if you're at home, you've been watching, Ninja actually had a pretty dope hoodie, a World Cup kind of exclusive hoodie. Would you like one of those things? Would you like one of the crazy World Cup shirts that we have? You can totally get your hands on one. Head on over, retailroad.com. Get yourself a nice shirt. We've got some hoodies. We've got hats. We've even got the little drone that's the battle bus. It looks amazing. The top balloon is actually the drone. So you've got the bus that's literally flying around. You best believe I'm going to pick one up and mess around with my family. They're not ready for it. But there you go. There's some on your screen. Also, that drift shirt, by far, my favorite piece of merchandise ever. Those of you that really do know me, you know I love Drift. He's easily my favorite character. But just some cool things. If you're looking to get some World Cup exclusive thing, go ahead and take a look. Now, for those of you who have also been watching kind of all 10-week qualifiers long, you know we love Golden Boy. And there's actually one thing specifically he was kind of telling people as we were going through interviews. And that was, hey, when we get to New York, you're going to be in my hometown. Let's catch up and get a slice of pizza. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a minute, Zeke, what about like everyone else? Why is it just Golden Boy? Well, he's a Golden Boy and he's selfish and he wanted the pizza off for himself. Get called out. That's right. Now the world knows. But a few of those players actually took us up on the offer. They went out for some pizza. They had a night on the town. So let's take a look together and check this out.
New York City. We got the Statue of Liberty, Central Park, the Empire State Building, and the first ever Fortnite World Cup Finals. I couldn't be more excited about the greatest Fortnite players from around the world coming to my hometown to duke it out. But before the action started, I took World Cup qualifying players Aiden and Chinkin out to show them the Big Apple, starting with PC Gaming Cafe, Waypoint.
What's up, boys? Hey. Welcome to Waypoint. Good to see you. Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
All right, fellas, let's go and grab a drink.
Let's go.
All right.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here in my hometown, New York City. Thoughts on it so far? Chinkin, we'll start with you.
Hot,
Okay.
a lot of people.
Yeah, hot and a lot of people. I'm sorry, but also welcome to New York. That's kind of the way it is out here. Where are you from in Austria?
Austria, like I'm in Salzburg.
And the population?
40K.
I think it was like 40,000 people in the train that you were in on the way here.
Probably.
Yeah, so,
There was so many people.
Now I want to talk about the competition at hand because obviously this is going to be the biggest opportunity, I would imagine, of your lives. You're going to be playing in front of a massive crowd. Is there a way as a player that you prepare for that?
I don't think like there's a way to like prepare for it.
Yeah.
But try to like calm down, not get like nervous, not get shaky and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we should be good. Like
It's still crazy having like a live crowd.
Yeah.
I try not to take tournaments like too seriously. If I play relaxed, I feel like I do better. I remember when everyone's like, this guy looks like he's just chilling on his couch at home, the casters, and it was like, I was just relaxed, you know, and
Yeah.
just I feel like I played better.
Okay, so gentlemen, we're going to be heading off to some different sites around the city. We're going to go to Washington Square Park, so let's go and check it out.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué pasa, Carlos? Ay. ¿Dani?
All right, so now here we are in Washington Square Park, gentlemen, and I love the fact that we've
Dani,
conveniently set this up. I don't know what these pieces would symbolize. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Is it like
¿Qué hacéis ahí, cabrones? ¿Qué fueron a hacer?
Me estaba diciendo esto una cosa, no me... Para no hablarlo por el directo.
Ah, vale.
Y yo, escúchame, esto va a tardar un rato, nos metemos un ratillo aunque sea en el creativo.
¿Cómo que te va a tardar un rato de qué?
Hasta que empiece la otra partida.
No, avisarme cuando empiece y yo lo doy y lo pongo también.
¿Y por qué sí?
Porque están ahora mismo sacando la vida de los personajes, su puta madre.
Oye, Brenda, el Fortnite, te voy a poner el cargador, venga.
¿Me estáis hablando de tramposos?
Por lo menos... No, y yo me estaba contando una cosa. Tú sabes, para no hablarlo por...
Even if it's not me, I'm thinking there's going to be millionaires after this tournament. There's going to be millionaires.
Life-changing money.
I try not to be, I'm not like greedy about it or anything. It's really nice to see like people that nobody know about and they could just blow up off of this.
All right, I'm going to dive more into that, but I think it's time to get a slice of pizza.
Esperemos ahí.
Take you out for a good pizza. We'll get some pizza. To give everyone pizza. Yeah, I'm going to show up with 2 giant boxes of pizza. Say I won't, Paula. Say I won't.
¿Va a entrar a cine?
Ah, no, yo voy a ver esto.
I want to get a slice of pizza with you know.
Y mientras tanto voy jugando al Pokémon.
So thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Obviously, this has been an incredible journey for you all. You're now on the precipice of one of the biggest events in the history of.
Y bueno, eso lo que he dicho que eso esta tarde, yo más regalado, o sea, más fácil. Imposible.
Ya sabes tú, ve hasta que te vayas.
Pero fácil, fácil, fácil.
¿Qué
Me he dado
está?
cuenta que no...
¿Lo subiste o qué?
Que no noto... No noto nada, ¿sabes lo que te digo?
¿Qué vas a notar, cabrón?
No, pero me
Sí,
refiero...
pero ni nervios ni...
Pero pues con nada de estas cosas, yo creo que no sé si es la genética o...
Lo llevas la sangre,
O digo... Pero te lo juro, como si estuviera acostumbrado.
Lo hubieras hecho toda tu vida, ¿eh?
Toda mi vida.
Tú que has visto la casa de papá y te has venido arriba.
No. A ver, que he hecho cosas peores. Sí, o sea, no me digas. Dentro de lo que he hecho, esto es like.
La casa de papel.
Pero digo, a ver si me sube de lo típico. Voy yo de la línea, ¿no? Porque va.
Pues mañana ve otra vez, cabrón.
Ah, sí, yo sí, hasta que me vaya.
Claro, te pegas toda la semana yendo.
Total, tengo 10 kilos para meter en la maleta.
Puede ir todos los días, hermano. Lo que no se lo de Ardani.
¿Qué talla tienes tú?
Yo una M.
Y no me traes nada, tío.
Era más fácil. Yo me fijaba, digo, pero ¿cómo lo hace la gente?
Thank you, my friend. I've got Nix and PFZen here. Nix,
¿Tiene novia? No.
absolutely dominating in the last few weeks, especially
quiero
when
ni
the
tengo.
solos and the duos are concerned. Being the first Brazilian player to qualify for the World Cup, can you
Yo te
tell
doy
me
la
a little
mieta,
bit
tío.
about the dynamic
Que se fueron todos a descansar, tío.
as partners?
Claro, por eso, tío.
Ah, no están ahí, ¿eh? Ele é português. O brasileiro. Está no Speak Spanish. Lo que toca, tío.
Encima también ha dado la casualidad de cuando estaba con lo de Norfield, estaban peleando ahí.
Y aprovechar Zarto.
Yo no sabía si estaban peleando en plan que habían pillado a uno, porque yo creo que no era trabajaba ahí, pero le estaba echando una bronca.
Ah, monta cabrón, la habrá cagado.
Madre mía,
Lo que
la
toca.
un broncazo. No, y también que iban a cerrar también.
O estilo bem. Olha muito bem. Hombre, yo también, pero ahora mismo no. El juego es una mierda. Imagínate que llega.
¿Está entrollado tú?
Oye, bueno, me ha pedido el código de mierda también.
Quando a gente tem o high ground, por exemplo, ele tem a função de ficar embaixo matando todo mundo e eu controlando o high ground. Basicamente é um lado mais estratégico, enquanto ele é o
Están hablando de los high ground.
agresivo.
Raro va a ser mi madre cuando vea la maleta.
Lo que te ha comprado hoy.
Mi hermano te va a extrañar.
Claro.
Mi madre va a decir, no, que mi madre tampoco le gusta.
To fire the loose cannon at the end, it reminds me of the very W key in a West that I play on all the time.
Bueno, para bajar del avión me pongo lo más antiguo que tenga.
Ay, no prometer el ropero.
Back to you.
Chuparlo.
Ya cuando lo vaya a lavar se dará cuenta.
No diga, pero y
Claro, pero todavía tampoco sabes, verdad, en Arcane de North Face, eso no...
sí que sabe.
¿Sí?
Me decía,
Pero cuando era bueno.
mi hermano, con mi hermano, mi madre viene ya le da de vuelta.
Hostia, qué difícil es entonces esto.
Y mi madre también sabe más o menos la ropa que tengo.
Hombre, claro, no, no voy a saber la ropa que yo tengo.
Madre es madre,
Cuando
cabrón.
vea goza que diga, ¿y esto? De las niñas, la verdad, niña, no diga niña, pero tito. ¿Tú de qué has trabajado allí?
Caprichito, ¿vale?
Ojo, DJ.
Uno, pero te encuentro. Mañana me daré un paseo, ¿verdad?
Va a decir ese huevo.
Y yo creo que si me lo llevo es que termino antes.
Claro.
A ver, no te digo. No, yo no me quiero meter. Te he dicho también otra cosa para hacer. Y en nota al principio, sí. Que en verdad. Yo prefiero no.
Si quieres que me calle, callo. No. Puedes preguntar lo que quieras sin problema, tío.
¿Se acabó nada?
Yo estoy aquí dándole al
Ya ves tú que lo que iba a hacer tampoco.
Pokémon Master del móvil, mientras que esperamos.
Ya pega 3 guantazos.
Que la verdad que está muy guapo. Si quieres saber cómo descargarte, ayer o antier subí vídeo. Creo que fue ayer, pero no me acuerdo. ¿Cómo descargarlo?
Bueno, termina el directo, tío.
Ah, no me aburro.
Aburrido ya. No puedo hablar nada malo delante.
No, puede.
No, tampoco...
No, mira tú qué problema.
A los 4 o 5 que hay.
Esa gente ya...
Le había dicho a Dani. Digo, oye, entérate de dónde vive Lucas. Y Antera. Y digo, y cuando venga para atrás de vuelta.
Partida, ¿eh? Sí, partida.
Tío, Fortnite España también lo está retransmitiendo, ¿verdad?
LVP 2, de hecho yo.
No, el inglés, tío. Coño, aprende el puto inglés, tío, basura.
¿Cuál es?
Tu puto madre.
Es que te lo pasé por privado, cabrón.
¿Mí?
Sí.
Yo iba a pedir una pizza del CIA. Ahora vengo.
¿Mí me la has pasado por privado?
Sí, claro que te lo pasé por privado, cabrón.
Ah, en YouTube, ¿no? Ah, yo que estaba buscando.
This well monster. This is a duo that had so much success. Even going into the World Cup qualifiers, we all were like, yeah, this is a duo.
¿Dijiste cómo se hace el sorteo? Sí, también lo hice. Hay un vídeo.
Tragedy struck as Zextro had a few problems with you know, arthritis and
¿Qué es esto, tío?
¿Esta sí no habla?
Hola.
¿Habla otra vez?
Hola, 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 hola.
Good to see them here showing up, man. That's huge.
I mean, that's what you expect of our competitive veterans, specifically Zextro, Vinny. They go back to as many of the LAN tournaments that we've seen, as does Zayt and Sap. But anyways, look, in here we have UN, KBB. He's going to take down Mexi. Is Scram close by? Is he close enough? And this is a battle going down in Snobby Shores. So off the rip here, we have players getting
Ya van así, coño, ya van a hacer todo.
Y me ganan, tío.
lucky for us to catch that one, but there's shots coming in from the Viking Island.
A ver quién. Esta partida ya empieza matando aquí. Tío, morir nada más caer en un mundial tiene que ser un poco chungo.
Tiene que dar coraje.
Exacto.
Y le doy por eso mismo champán, ya le queda. Voy a fumar, me quedo aquí.
Ya, ya está. A ver cómo juegan los demás.
Just getting the bearings all together here, I think, for the players as well. That moment where they can just have that conversation. What are they going to do? How are they going to just implement their strategy going into the next game? What is that strategy going to be?
Pues qué pena. Yo no sé cómo se hace. No voy a poder participar. Coño, pues puedes ver el vídeo. Link en la descripción. Lo ves y participa si quieres.
We heard from Nix gives in earlier on. This is the Brazilian duo. I don't think they know that. Yes, Scram.
Voy a dejar farmeando los Pokémon.
They're just trying to sniff them out.
Esto que le dije a Dani que se enterara de dónde vive el Luca, ¿no?
Pero allí en la terrestre, ¿no?
Y ya la dije. Y le digo, yo pues un día te vuelvo a perder. Y yo le doy el susto y tú da el agua o lo que sea. Y hombre, a ver si ahora me lo va a cargar. ¿Qué va a cargar? Yo no... Dani, no tiene que hacer nada, mierda. No le estoy pidiendo ni que me ayude. Joder, pero es que me la cosa de ahora me ahí, no sé qué.
Claro, Dani es un buenazo, cabrón.
Ah, bueno, soy idiota, no pensé eso.
Vamos, si no lo veo yo solo, dejo la polla, antes de irme todo.
Tócale los cojones la última vez, ¿eh?
Tocar los cojones, lo que te haya tirado ahí en el gusto.
No una cuneta, no, sino una cuneta.
Hay una cuesta que es la cuesta, que vamos para el trabajo. Y yo creo que ahí no hay cámara ni nada. Pues voy a tener un empujón para un arbusto,
por un arbusto campeándolo, ¿no? Lo va a campear.
Cojo la capucha, pongo una braga, pongo un reempujón. Me pego 3 o 4 patadas en la cabeza y me parto el móvil y voy a darle coraje, no le ni ropa. Por el asco de lo que voy.
Cabrón, ahí te va a reconocer o algo y va a meter un marrón.
Con capucha y eso, mientras no
Hombre,
hablo.
ahí está, ahí.
Más que le pegue 3 guantazos. Ay, que por mí solo pegaba en plan de efecto, para que me no sé. Yo no... Como tampoco sé yo si me denuncia aquí, a ver si se le llega.
Eso tiene que ser el día antes de venirte para acá, hermano.
¿Pero por qué le tienes que pegar a ese hombre, tío? ¿Te la lió o qué? ¿Te la liaron o qué?
No me ha hecho nada en plan... A ver...
Coño, algo tendrá que haberte hecho para pegarle, tío.
Me ha tocado los huevos mucho. Es verdad. Y ha intentado en plan chulearle el dinero a Dani, que no sé qué, no sé cuánto, y a mí esto no... Estas cosas yo no las perdono así como así, no puedo. No puedo. Y tú me dices en 2 hermanas y que te como la cara, ¿eh? Te pego un bocado en la oreja o lo que sea. Pero claro, así tampoco le puedo hacer nada porque no... Me denuncia y ¿qué hago yo? No sé cómo funciona aquí la cosa. Y dice que no me hago un guantazo, no me dejan 50 euros.
Claro, pero si lo haces antes de irte.
Ah, polla, ahí está,
Claro.
Me pongo una capucha, lo cojo y como ya lo he intentado atracar una vez, pues esta vez la atracado yo.
Yo que lo intentaron atracar, tío.
Sí.
Los del coche, los negros esos.
Claro, los negros del coche.
¿Qué dices?
Sí. Salen los de fumarse un porro y va solo. Porque están ellos dormidos y vienen tres negros en un coche. Me dice, ¿yo qué esta vez? De Nota City. Dice, ah, pues ven, cata aquí. Y dice Nota, sí, hombre. Y se fue corriendo Nota, el maricón para arriba. Y me haces tú que para robarle en un coche de 2 puertas, 3 limpios, ¿sabes? Para que se gilipollas también. A mí me vienen así y le digo, ¿en serio? Me va a darte.
Espérate ahí, compi.
Dentro que te va a dar de atrás y no te pega un cuchilla, ¿no?
Up to this hot spot here, so there is going to be a bunch of free items that you're going to be able to pick up on. Also, you're going to have that circle advantage. It's right there, so you don't got to worry too much. You can continue to focus on looting. High ground has been lost, though. Miz needs to be careful. Where's Daedra at? He's going to be right next to him, trying to get these angles.
¿Ya estoy viendo el esto o seguís en el Fortnite? Ah,
M11
sí, ya el Diadra.
Catch a big shot, you're almost guaranteed a headshot, which is a big multiplier.
Yeah, players don't really think about that, right? Like you always see Fortnite players go after the high ground. That's the bread and butter for a lot of players that play this game. But you know better.
Claro, eso por 3 cuentas tampoco creo yo que el niño va a la policía que va a acabar. ¿Y cómo era?
Y te la pregunta, sí, ¿cómo era? ¿Dónde vive?
Yo qué sé, y me han pegado de los
En Londres, ¿sabes? Puede ser cualquiera.
No, todo lo he hecho un arbusto, aunque tengo 3 cates. Aunque llore un poquito, ya me vale. Y me voy. No me voy a quitar ni la cartera.
Players have just been very about what they want to do. They are not trying to get too aggressive in these fights. They know what's on the line here. Millions in prizing is on the line. You do not want to make a bad decision. Be one of those teams that are eliminated out early on. But Gustavo's going to be putting shots down. Focusing this player, forcing him to actually build up. He has no builds to work with as well. 19 HP remaining and just a hope.
No, cabrón. Yo de lo que tú me digas yo no cuento nada. Que luego los marrones van para mí, hermano. No, yo, hermanito. Si algo he aprendido con los años es a callarme todo lo que me digan, hermano.
Yo te voy a denunciar, ¿eh? Yo quiero 1000 pavos de Fortnite y te denuncio.
A montón le quito la cartera.
Me vale. Me vale. Sería buenísimo. Y ahora te robo la cartera para darle al tortino 10 euros.
Listen, pussy, give me your pocket. It's fantastic.
Entonces, y el tío mirando, ¿quién coño será el tortino de verdad? Hijo de puta.
All they have to do is kind of slow it down here, and that's what they're trying to do, but being split up is terrible.
Also, in the distance, I just want to make note, Wolfie's a very aggro control player. He's another one. I think that
¿Cuándo viene esto para acá?
we've seen a fun mixture
¿Pero ahí tienen el vuelo?
Sí, otro que hace 4 o 5.
than others that just want to take early fights, get some points early on, because maybe they're playing that early game strategy rather than like focusing so hard. Like if you get late game, that's great, but you do want to rack up a few eliminations. Look how low the points are that have been.
La gafa de partido.
Y además tú sabes hasta los horarios que tienen.
No es el horario, es donde vive.
Y sabes por dónde pasa.
Y sé por dónde pasa. Más fácil no lo puedo tener. Bueno.
Sí.
Y aquí, el primer cate que le voy a dar. Madre. Como si lo llevara a guardar. Ahora me lo cargo.
Esto lo haga, hombre.
A ver, un guantazo donde cae.
Muy flojo tiene que ser, cabrón, ¿no?
Nunca.
Bueno, si te matan de una guantada, tú merecías morir.
Hombre, no, te pones un guantazo ya.
Tú merecías morir, hermano. Tú ibas a morir de un resfriado o algo.
Cualquier cosita y eso, iba para pagar un gato enterito o algo. Le he hecho un favor. Ah, pero me lo voy a cargar. Lo decía me va a hacer, parece que te meto.
Claro, claro.
Acabo de entender este puto juego, tío.
6 games here, 2 of which have happened. They need big performances. They have to push towards placement and end game. So good on them.
Acabo de entender este puto juego, tío.
Ya al otro también le da que venga para hermano. Al otro sí que le da pegando hermano. A este sí que le da pegando guantazo hermano.
The stinkers here, Epic Whales under pressure right now.
Al final no llega a verlo, tío.
They force him off of the
¿No?
campfire.
Sí.
And we'll see if he returns.
No, un gordo que pesará 100 y algo kilos.
Sí, hermano.
Que me estaba polla, que me puso delante de Digo, venga, pégame. Pégame. Me dio el Dani por medio, digo, quítate, anda. Dímelo otra vez acá. No tengo nada que hacer, decir, dame el dinero, así como medio temblando. ¿Cómo te crees que me va a echar todo el carro? Yo si no te pego por pena, ¿eh? Y después vino la novia y digo, yo para que le turre a este, de tinker un porrado a la novia
Y ya cuando lo tienes hecho.
Ahí sí está jodida la cosa.
Le digo, mira, aquí no me queda la cosa, digo, pero cuando vuelva a tu hermana, tú y yo vamos a hablar. Y me va a decir, no, porque si me quiere denunciar, me puede poner ya en un que la madre venga y te va
If it was 5 placements, they were 6 or so like that. It was that close for them. But jumping in here, Crew is going to put some pressure down, and it looks like his teammate has been traded out as well. He's already gone.
Also going to see some eliminations over in the feed as well. You got Crew who just cleaned up on Volks, but Septic took out X-Mend. And then I think I saw XXM pop up there on the receiving end of a shot there, so we'll be out of the action as well. Crew by himself has 1 elimination.
Hostia, vale, ya entendí esto, tú. LOL, es clave ahora esto. Ya decía yo que esto era súper chungo si no... Vale, vale.
Muy músico. No, bro.
¿El qué?
¿El músico, no?
Sí, sí, sí.
¿El quién? ¿El Parpi?
No, el otro, el Crew ese. ¿Músico, no?
Hay uno que...
No, ¿viste?
No, no he visto, no me he dado cuenta, tío. Hombre, hay algunos Soul que hemos visto, hermano, que... Ese, ¿no? ¿Dices tú?
Ese.
Sí, sí.
Escúchame, si tuviera ahora después el Mega, y yo, uno de 6, cabrón.
El niño, ¿no?
Y yo, pero escúchame, el que yo te digo y que te diga el Tostino, ya no es de... Y yo, se le ve chiquitito, de ser un niño es muy chiquitito, tío.
Es lo que hay.
Porque ese dice tú, bueno, es un niño, pero va a tener a lo mejor 14, 15 o 16 años, ¿verdad? Pero es que el que hemos visto antes parece que tiene 10 años, ¿verdad?
Sí, sí, sí.
El High Sky
No, el Face es guay. No, el Face Mega, el Mega, perdón. Pero el guay es el de mando, este no está bien.
Pues los códigos no. Por tener tu cuenta vinculada a Epic Game de Google y ver el evento 20 minutos, te dan eso,
Hombre, la Aidan es una puta bestia.
un graffiti, creo que.
Y yo, ahí son todos los que hay ahí, en verdad, son...
No, ahí te va a dar espectáculo al tiempo.
Una pecha ellos demasiado, tío, yo no lo entiendo. La cabeza que tienen estos putos niños para jugar, hermano.
Yo creo que si no fumáramos porro, tío.
Yo creo que también, hermano, jugaría un poco mejor. Pero vamos.
Yo me lo tomo espabilado.
Pero tampoco como para clasificarte en un mundial.
Me equivoco mucho.
Epic Game.
Para echarle horas, hermano.
Google. Epic Game, entras con tu cuenta y vinculas.
Que practique.
Claro, y yo.
Y horas, tú. Y horas, y horas, y horas, y horas.
Y horas y jugar con gente buena y más horas y más horas y más horas.
También es eso, también jugar con gente que es de alto nivel. Eso ayuda.
Y entrenar ellos, sobre todo la construcción, tío.
Los combos también tienen que aprender.
Y horas, y horas.
Y después, todo más la cabeza, ¿no?
Mano.
Y horas, y horas, y horas.
Y ya después...
Y luego la mano que tiene esa gente que tampoco es normal, cabeza.
Está, ya después hay alguno que tiene una inteligencia, por ejemplo el Mr. Zaba y el Benji.
La inteligencia, hermano, que tiene.
Yo digo, pues eso, mano, madre mía. Si tú, pero como en 0, nada de...
Ahí está, tomar una buena decisión en...
Te ha ocurrido, mira, toma. Se te ha ocurrido, tío.
Claro, yo eso, este juego es mucho la toma de decisiones, tío. El tomar una buena o una mala decisión de cantar la partida entera. Y eso es lo que hace esa gente, que ellos toman buenísimas decisiones.
Son rápido como...
Ahí está. No, y que les sale todo, cabeza, que todo lo que tienen en su cabeza les sale, Guillo. Y eso también ayuda, hermano. El sistema así como
estos dos son normales. Esa la ciclomotricidad también es muy importante.
Son niños, hermano, de cuando tú eres niño, tú
aprendes mucho.
Y ahí está, y aprendes mucho mejor.
No pongáis excusas, ratones.
No, eso es verdad,
No, pero
¿Quién aprende idiomas más ligero? Un niño...
Nosotros le damos hora, pero nosotros le damos hora por diversión, no por...
Ya.
Busca un futuro, ni decir, hostia, esto...
Yo demasiado cosa tengo en la cabeza, no voy a ponerme aquí a ponerme a pensar que voy a ser profesional, ¿no? Pero que cuando eres niño, sí que es verdad que tu cabeza absorbe...
Fíjate tú, está ahí ganarte esto y ganar un día de millones de euros, hermano. Resolverte la vida por un puto juego. No tener que trabajar, nada más que jugar, hermano.
No, yo pagaba, ¿no?
Es que yo no sé cómo se cobra por eso, tío. Si yo pagaría por estar ahí.
Entre los dos en una casa de esta.
Bueno, y pagamos porque pagamos internet, pagamos la skin, pagamos el ordenador, la luz, el agua. Bueno, el agua no, pero la luz.
Sí, todo.
Bueno, que en verdad pagamos. Y ya tú sabes que eso va incluido cuando dices algo de la luz y el agua siempre.
La luz y el agua, eso mira. No, pero porque me he montado un equipo de esto, una casita. Yo le diría por salir.
Y levantarte por la mañanita y decir, venga, vámonos a entrenar.
Chavales,
vámonos a entrenar.
Vamos a meternos. Vamos a hacer un maicomo, ¿no? Un colagadito, una tostadita y un leño y a entrenar.
Y todos los hippies, los 6 o 7 en la misma mesa, hermano, jugando. Qué guapo, tío, eso es guapísimo.
¿Sabes dónde podemos ir en cine, tío? Cuando vuelvas.
¿A dónde? A lo de...
Sevilla.
Sí, a la mierda esta, ¿no? Al cibe.
Ay, al nocturno, pero al nocturno, que es el potente.
¿Y dónde iba el Billy?
No sé si va el vídeo.
Sí, el vídeo. Mucho madrugar.
Ay, pues ese es potente, porque ese se puede fumar fuera y todo, ¿no? Bueno, fuera, en plan...
Sí, que está bien, que está bien
Nada,
para eso,
tío.
está habilitado...
Ahora a ver 20 minutos el esto y ya está.
Eso nos podemos ir también, eso está tirado de guapo.
Yo tengo uno, tío, yo estoy por decirse al Billy, para el Billy un enfermito, hermano.
Pero yo, tú, yo y el Christian, nos vamos.
El Billy lo que pasa es que ahí se pone muy autista.
Es que no te lo veo. Es que me gusta más jugar con los colegas, es como si jugamos al parsi.
Claro, no, ellos sí.
Todo con colegas es más divertido, punto.
Ahí está.
Sea lo que sea.
Bueno, las pajas te las solo.
¿O no?
Bueno,
¿O no?
Tiene un límite.
Because anything can happen here. Look at where that next circle is going to be going. Moves need to be made.
With that RPG, I mean, they can basically take high ground at any given
Sí, el lunes para Madrid, tío, toda la puta semana.
Bueno, pues si quieres nada más que... Te vas esta semana, ¿no?
Sí, tío.
Por la siguiente, que es la que llego yo, creo.
¿La siguiente llega tú? No, no. Ah, sí, bueno, el 6, ¿no? El martes de la otra semana.
Vamos a sábado, ¿no? Claro, tú esta semana no, la siguiente, ¿verdad?
Claro, tú llegas el martes de la siguiente.
Ya, pues el sábado nos podemos ir, si no estoy con la pariente ni nada, podemos hablar con el Christian o lo que sea y nos vamos 4 hippies a lo del cine por ahí.
¿Eso cuánto era? Eso era de euritos para Miguel.
Mataron a Mitro,
10 euros. 10 euros más lo que nos llevemos, que si tenemos cada uno sus cositas, pues no hace falta llevar de más nada, ¿no? Ponemos para la gasolina.
Que claro, cabrón, y se va uno cenado, hermano, de haber cenado en cualquier lado, en el Burger, en el McDonald's, en cualquier mierda.
Tío, mataron a Mitro,
Oye, y allí nos compramos cualquier regulito, cualquier mierda de esa, o litro, lo que sea, encima nos ponemos cocidos, ¿eh?
Y he hecho una puta noche jugando.
Y nos reímos allí.
¿Y eso que tienen todos los juegos descargados o algo, tío?
Sí, ¿y qué ordenadores tienen?
O pepino, no pepino.
Dice, para decir Billy que son ordenadores de la NASA.
Sí, son pepino.
Ya, pero por un ordenador de la NASA a lo mejor para ti, con que tenga...
Para mí, para todo el mundo.
No, para decirlo Billy, para Billy cualquier ordenador es una puta mierda.
Yo creo que tiene que tener seguramente 1080 y cosas de estas, en plan, tiene que ser potente.
Como el mío, vamos, básicamente.
Que no es una mierda. No es ni como el mío, ni como el del primo, no. Me parece mejor que el nuestro. Lo único que no tenemos que llevar es el teclado ratón y los sombrillos. Yo me lo voy a llevar.
Hombre, Aro, hombre.
El teclado ratón y sombrillas, nos llevamos el chocolate.
Sí, último puesto son 100.000. Primero eran 3 millones, segundo 2.250.000 y así bajando. No me acuerdo cuándo ahora.
¿Cuántas partidas son?
6. Y esta es la
tercera.
A ver,
Yo creo que para cuando termine de cenar esto está ya terminado.
Y después Marshmello.
No, que va, aparenta vendrá después. Yo pedí una pesita al tío, hermano. Creo que tardaría una horita.
¿El Javi qué talla tenía? A mí también.
Sí, al Javi no sé yo si... Hombre, el Javi yo diría la M, pero tú sabes, el Javi es más de...
¿Ropa ancha?
Sí, tío, yo lo veo mucho con ropa ancha, pero ya no es yo...
No, a lo mejor sí, por suerte puedes pasar,
Pero sí, el primo debería, en verdad, primo más o menos de cuerpos como yo, prácticamente.
Yo creo que más o menos tenemos la misma anchura.
Sí, la M, yo creo que estos nosotros somos la M.
Mira que me queda, la S me queda bien, pero no me gusta a mí tan apretada.
Claro, no,
apretado, pero que me gusta más la ropa más ancha. Por eso siempre me cojo la M. Y dependiendo a lo mejor de la marca o lo que sea, pues me cojo a lo mejor la L, que es muy...
Claro.
Pero que normalmente la M.
Ojo,
Al Javi le voy a regalar una vez.
El primo.
Ahora te veo una tía. Ah, no lo digáis a los chavales.
¡Se muere por la tormenta!
Me he visto.
No me van a coger.
Se muere por la tormenta, tío.
Mira, ¿verdad? ¿Quién ha ganado? Los dos que tenía el Hydro.
No la gané.
Calculator y Max.
No tenía que verme ese.
Un niño.
Mira el niño ganó. Sí. El Rataniel está ahí, saluditos Rataniel.
Credit to Macwood and Calculator for the way that they continue to apply the pressure, and then it was the shock sending the...
El otro la lió, tío, saltando con la mierda que era, tío.
Credit to Oslo now, who took traps instantly to see maybe he can get a cheeky trap elimination. Didn't work out for him there, but a top 3 placing for him. Certainly got to be happy with that one. And then it came down to the final moment. Calculator and Macwood together were able to push his player with their combat shotties. Boom, that's the game.
El niño, tío, todo motivadísimo.
Claro, cabrón.
What a game that was.
Ah, cambiaron de esto, ya no está Ninja ni el otro.
No, no, habrán cambiado ya, no estarán hasta el nabo.
Sí.
El parón.
Great game there for Mac winning Calculator. Calculator winning on the world stage, man. Look at that. Eat your heart out, Reddit.
I gotta say, you know, I'm sure he's proved a lot of people wrong, and you have to respect it. Yeah. But, Golden Boy, I want to see where we stand here.
Where are we right now? So at the top, it's still going to be.
Siguen primero los cabrones esos,
Yo te cagas, Están puntuando en todas las partidas, seguro.
Tenían 26 antes, creo.
Y el Mega con verdad. 12 kills han hecho en esta partida.
No, en general,
Ah.
Mongrel, ¿dónde está? Ah, octavo, tío, bueno. Y te fue no se clasificó para este, sino para el de...
Solo, ¿no?
Voy a ver un vaso de agua. Ahora venga, chaval. Venga, se queda. Disfrutar el vaso. En solo se clasifica. ¿Y dónde está el otro, tío? El que nos gustaba a nosotros. ¿Cómo se llama? Salvaje.
Ahí está, el Cacirvente.
Ah, sí lo ve. Está arriba España.
Games are going to be so critical. Games 3 and 4 really set that tone, because once you get into like game 5, a lot of players are going to be down low. Like, there's opportunity for you to try and get your way into that top 20, which is where you're really going to start to get a lot in the prizing. But for the folks that are going to be sitting in top 10 right now, they're going to be feeling very nice about their current standings. For game 3 to be in second place, Dubs and Mega, and then Saf and Zay still performing so well.
And that's the crazy part. Dubs and Mega, everyone has been rooting for them. They're like that wild card that came out of nowhere, and they really swept the competitive community hard lately.
Yeah, that's right. So I did get word. We have Jordan standing by with our winners from Game 3. Jordan, take it away.
NA really showing up and showing off today. It's amazing, seemingly tapping in that nail on the coffin. Such a please pardon the pun, I have to say, calculated game here from Calculator and Macwood. Guys, well matted, well utilized. You dominated high ground, seemingly all of that in-game there. Walk me through that process of getting and then dominating for the rest of the game.
Well, we were able to pick up 2 lucky eliminations on that circle of fourth zone, I think it is, and we were able to use our mats to build up.
Yo, ya que estoy, voy a buscar algo de agua también. Mientras se...
Pikachu! Amazing. Well, I mean, again, you had 3 games left to go. The strategy, is it going to continue to shift around a little bit, or are you guys going to maintain what you've been working on thus far?
I didn't hear the question.
Strategy, maintaining thus far. You guys have a very calculated and very patient game, seemingly leading all the way up to the end of the end game. Right. Walk me through your strategy for the end of the next 3 games.
Shoot them in the head.
Shoot them in the head. You heard it here first. Back to you, GV and Monster.
He gets one opportunity to show the world his prowess and knowledge of Fortnite. He just says shoot them in the head. I gotta respect it.
You know, some people, it's just that simple, and hey man, maybe he's just wired that way, right? We're all wired a little differently. Calculator is clearly...
Pues yo, Dani, de comer tengo pizza, tío. También. ¿Oíste?
Muy bien, pero de Mercadona, ¿no?
No, de la que me hice ayer casera.
¿Qué te sobró, no? Qué rata.
Porque hicimos 2 y como eran grandes, imagínate que son del tamaño de las bandejas de horno, cabrón. Hicimos 2 y comimos 3 personas. Sobró prácticamente casi 1. Venga, Ezequiel. Pero bueno, nada de tontería. A ver, chavales, que Ezequiel nos va a contar un chiste y os lo voy a leer yo, ¿vale?
¿Estás dentro?
No, pero esto tarda nada,
Bueno, estoy revisando. Yo estoy dentro del creativo metido ya.
Mira el tío, ahora está donde el barco. Este hombre va haciendo lo que le da la gana, Es un crack.
first. Notice their elims in the bottom corner, but the rifle fire together. The second they see the shield is down, able to pick up one.
Es malísimo, es malísimo Ezequiel. Horrible. Tú se hizo trampa. No
sí,
jodas.
el Mongra y el Midro.
Humillada tú. Yeah.
¿Has visto
El puto pibe, tío.
Their ceiling was, unfortunately using the shockwave to go down and end up at a low ground disadvantage.
¿Eso qué?
¿Y tú,
Able to ride it out, but now Mega and Dubs have pushed into that top 3.
Ahora que me cogí, ese que me ha abierto, en verdad lo tenía abierto de
Claro, mira, guapo.
Qualified solos and duos. The question is, in the last half, the last 3 games, will they be able to keep it up? Will NA stay on top? Will Serpent
La M, tulete. Tulete. Yo es que me quiero comprar ropa de esta, tío, me paga que vale tan cara, hermano.
¿Cuál?
Yo que no sé, y la de...
El Ace también es aquí, fila.
Esa de Champion de...
Pero esa mierda, tío.
¿Qué?
Es una basura, nie.
No, pero la camiseta buena es eso.
Tú, pero fila, tío, antes era lo que llevaba todo el mundo, tío, ¿sí? Y ahora se hizo, ahora se volvió famoso, tío.
Sí, lo de fila vale, lo que no entiendo. Pero creo que la que se compraba
y Champion también.
Pero yo Overwatch, cabrón.
No tenía yo chándal de Champion de pequeño, pero millones. Y ahora es la moda.
Tú de Champion de fila no me he cogido ahora. Yo he ido al North Face.
No, ese que no. Para.
¿Pero entro ya?
Estoy jugando ahora mismo al Pokémon en el móvil.
Tengo una ventana aquí al lado que no entiendo.
Pokémon Master. Está clave. Mira los premios, tío.
¿La de antes, primo?
Sí, mira la que estoy metido. La que está toda negra. ¿Está observador?
Mira los premios, chaval. Y yo con el de el cuarto puesto me conformaba. Dios.
Un recuadro negro al lado.
Eso, darle al escape y donde pone detener vídeo. Porque sale ahí lo del mundial, si lo quiere ver de mientras.
Mira, ese juego sin alfombrilla, tú.
¿Vale? Cabrón.
3, 2, 1, empieza la cuarta partida. Si tengo tiempo, sí. Depende.
¿Y la parienta que quiera la parienta?
No, pero este es otro, este es el nuevo que salió. Solo está...
Quiere regalar la parienta también.
Un bolsito de Bimba y Lola.
Me va a evolucionar Piplo. Ojo, chavales. Que va a evolucionar Piplo.
¿El qué pasa? ¿No?
LOL. Que va a evolucionar Piplo, tú.
Ay, no es nada.
Tú, que va a evolucionar. Que en este juego evolucionar tienes que llegarlo a nivel 30, va a evolucionar la primera. Es una locura. Y matar a un tío. Voy a subirlo a nivel para que me sea más fácil.
Yo no entiendo por qué veces me va a Mati, me va también.
Chavales, que ya empezó la partida.
No, yo no necesito la mira. Mire cómo va. Me pone bien las cosas. Más lento no puede cambiar.
Ahora vamos allá. Piplo. A luchar con aquí, Flores.
Acá hay
O sea, yo y Ezequiel jugamos juntos. Si queréis jugar, agregado. No pasa nada, tío.
fighting other players, fighting his way out of that desperate situation. Volks and Parpy, let's just hop into this duo right here. We'll talk about him a little bit. They
serio, tío?
for sticking to the hip
puta
in
que no me
PvP.
destruye.
Earlier today we saw Volks get traded out, but it wasn't just like an easy trade. They were actually winning the engagement up until this point, just showing that they have
Hasta que no esté en mi casa no me
That's
puedo
the
igual
OCE region, right?
amargar.
One of the most feared
Gracias,
feared
bro,
regions
internet.
here at the qualifiers because of the fact that you just had to get a ton of elims. You had to be number one in the region.
When talking to players, I would ask them, what are you looking to avoid? And every time, if it was, you know, the NAU players,
Pero cabrón, si me hace todo el counter esta mierda.
trying to avoid OCE or Brazil.
¿Por qué tengo que enfrentarme a esto?
Because they play the hyper aggro style, and they just don't care who you are.
Es un vacilón esto, tío.
I mean, you saw Scarlet and Bell in that first game. I truly thought they were gonna take the whole thing. It was so close.
Even Sinnoh on
¿Dónde estaba ahora, tío?
another top player,
finished second.
Region finished second.
Me meto el puto counter, tío.
Puto casco quitado, tío, para tirarme de lo de las pizzas.
Competition there, that he was just going into boxing.
Ni me entero,
No care in the world for them.
Hostia, que mata.
Now Volks and Parpy, we find a player above here, right by the jet.
Pues sí, unos cascos, no que no, más que sea.
Oh, me lo cargué.
No shield on that player. You can have
Cada vez es
up
más
to
complicado.
100
Chavales.
shield. That player's dangerously weak, and folks just keep an eye on him. He doesn't know if he slipped out already, and
Ojo,
says, you know what, I'm gonna go back to my
Que no se me
teammate.
saque.
It's a little too risky getting split up here.
Te escucho detrás, delante, abajo, al lado.
Situation now, but 7SSK
Oh,
is
casco
going to be
hecho,
dealing
Ojito.
again with spades and crims. It seems like just a constant for them. They cannot seem to win out on this fight.
Sé por dónde viene, tío.
Down,
Mira.
though, so the advantage could be going
Venga.
in favor of Jamside and 7SSK. Spades
Todo bien,
on the
pasa.
high ground.
Ojo.
Have to deal with a 1v2. Does he have what it takes to pull this one off?
Qué
He
cabrón,
doesn't own
vamos a
that
ver.
ball. He has no more builds to work with as well. They're going to push out, and Spades couldn't deal with it. And that's going to be the win there for those two.
Boom, bitch.
You would think for Jamside and SSK, like, hey, you know, we've been landing here, haven't been successful. Do you mix it up? They say, nah, I'm gonna stick to
Mira
my
esto que
guns
no
here,
hace.
because everyone's a winner, regardless.
No son está, tío.
BP boys coming out on top.
Y yo, las pizzas, ahora mismo.
Sí.
Qualifiers for them. And they
La pizza corre.
need that game, that one game. So many of these players get that one
Qué tío.
game that catapults them into the
Es un liante el Daniel, ¿eh?
And then the
Pues ya empezaba esto.
momentum shifts. The
Que sí, cabrón, si ya llevan un rato.
yourself, I am
Lo dije.
being able to do this.
Que estoy echando el vacilón ahí, tío.
Here. Love this dual perspective right now. Mongo's actually
Aquí no me
looking for a
sale,
side
tengo
angle. He's
5,
going
4,
for the
3, ahora
offense,
sí, ¿eh?
pushing out.
Actualiza, actualiza. Porque se te pararía.
Hard to tell.
Ah,
They're
no.
getting into really just going deeper into Neo tilted. If you hang on the outskirts or by the slips, you're at huge risk for getting dived onto. It looks like they say, you know what, we're just going to continue to push on through. Those guys dive off, and those markers are actually the trackers. They say, hey, you're going this way. Mongo still wants a piece of this.
Keeping up with where players are moving.
One shot sport.
Crowded, Neo tilted. A new area that was introduced just a little
Aprovechar los directos para agregar a gente, tal, conoceros. Si eso no me importa. No. Con tal de que no hagáis spam de vuestros canales o cosas así, podéis agregaros entre ustedes. Eso es bueno.
players second guess whether or not they wanted to go to the new tilted. Talking to Aiden earlier,
Ay.
actually when we went out to go get pizza and stuff, he had mentioned like tilted's just a whole different beast now. You know, it's just not something that he really would want to deal with. That's why you don't really see him going that way anymore.
Yeah, it's just a different lay of the land. As things start to shift, different comforts kind of tend to evolve and whatnot here. But we have Twiz and cover H looking for a push down right now. And
Tío, ¿no me has
they
encontrado
have the
tú?
positioning, they have the high ground.
¿Eh?
It's just a
¿No
matter
me has
of
encontrado?
do we want to dive down. They
No,
don't
no me he
wanna
puesto a
give
mirar
up
la partida.
their
Me dijo que
angle.
te iba a
They know
realizar.
this duo below them have a flint knock. Flint knock can do so much damage
Vale,
if you peek
vale,
the
vale.
wrong
Sí, ya, pero
minimal's gonna hit you for about
una cosa es que la gente pinche y vaya a verlo, que otra que, oye chavales, tengo canal de YouTube, ir a verme, suscribiros, like, eso es otra, eso es spam. Pero que tú estés hablando y yo, por ejemplo, me da curiosidad y entro en tu nombre,
Y ahora vengo.
eso es otra cosa.
¿Sabes, primo?
Sí, sí, ahora viene, ahora viene.
¿Tú luego ver el cuarto?
Jeje, pero para que no me escuchéis aquí masticando.
Am, nam, 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 nam.
¿Tú
Bueno,
sabes cuando eso me voy desilenciando?
ay, me da igual. o sea,
No, yo tengo un botoncito en los cascos y es cómodo, ¿sabes lo que te digo?
con tal de que no más que es como una cabra.
No, pero...
Estamos roomie.
No, 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 no. Que parece que te estés ahogando ahí. Como el monstruo de las galletas, pero con la pizza.
the slip they go. They're out. They're trying to get away. That was a shadow bomb right there, and he's gone.
Yeah, I was a little worried about that duo that was coming in, but the storm is
Vaya,
creeping
tiro
up
más
now.
chulo.
This is only phase 1. Nyx gets knocked by.
¿Tú con quién vas, tú?
Saw that
Yo,
in the
¿quién voy?
elimination feed just a second
Yo
ago.
iba con Mongrel, con el español y con Savage. ¿Con el Tito qué?
Tito muy bueno, es que Benji y el otro hermano.
Y el Savage.
Savage, sí. Y con los españoles, tío, con el español.
Puto Benji, el niño ese, me cago en Dios. Que nota vive en una casita de mierda, el cabrón, al lado de un río.
Tranquilo que ya se mudará después de hoy.
Hombre, no. Dice le va a comprar una casa a la madre, si gana. Bueno, pues si gana, con lo que gane, ¿no? Con lo que gane le compra una casa.
Da igual, solo con participar se compra tiene 100.000.
Pues sí, cagado se le va a comprar la madre, entonces. Por lo visto, el padre le murió. Me estuve viendo un documental del chiquillo.
¿Pero quién, de Mongrel?
No, de... Y por lo visto el padre murió, vive con la madre en una casita al lado de un río. Chiquillo...
Flying into the top 10 potentially if we have a new winner that was outside of it. This is where players start to, I guess it really sets in on them that they're going to be playing for $3 million.
Va bastante buena la partida, sinceramente. Mira eso. ¡Ojo, ojo, ojo! Se la están jugando ya, ¡ojo, ojo! Se les va la...
Pues lo será hecho de puta madre, el otro no se lo ha esperado.
¿Qué va? Claro, es que quien hace eso en un...
Él lo tiene con 2 huevos.
Sí, lo bueno me voy a comprar unos zapatitos, ese no me voy a comprar. Pues yo tenía pensado gastarme 50 libras por año llevarme algo de ropita. Pero ya que he visto esto así más sencillo, me voy a comprar unos zapatitos que he visto.
¿Unos zapatitos?
Seco. Sí, pues eso es más complicado, ¿verdad?
Sí, y lo demás, pues poquito a poco, tengo 6 que te digo. Lo que te digo.
Que no hay prisa, ¿eh?
No, no tiene por aquí.
Found their stride coming into game 4 so far, and that means they're in the running right now. 4 elims is enough to put you on just about page 2, top 20.
He hecho una puma por 30 libras.
Top 20 bracket, you're still in the running so
No
far
tengo la
because
ya
there are several more games left before this thing is over here.
Normalmente me llevan las pumillas y ya está.
Finds himself very high in the sky right here. He's got a nice little base. They're just
Y lo
waiting.
demás pues me lo va a regalar Reino Unido.
Lel, el tiro va a sacar y ahora ese.
Onda.
La granada esa de mierda, tío. Todos la tienen, tío. Eso es clavísimo en el competitivo, tío. Sin la granada es clave, sobre todo para hacer daño, tío. Para que no te caigan los rayos, eso.
La fétida.
Bueno, la del chico, ¿eh?
Claro, para hacer daño, tío, por los rayitos de mierda.
Tiki bien tira más presionada.
They were just about to push to seal the deal on Elevate there, and that third party up on the mountain ruined that push.
Slows things down. Elevated Seas having to deal with the Stinkers will be moving out of the fight now.
I love it right
Modo repetición Fortnite, lo tenéis un poco bugueado, ¿eh?
He pushes right into enemy territory here. He's so offensive.
Así lo arreglamos. Yeah.
Not what you wanted to see happen after winning game number 3, but Elevate and Seas, we mentioned them before. They just need that moment to pop off so everyone here in New York can see what they're capable of. Such a great duo, and now having to deal with another fight.
Oh!
Elevate, what a shot there. Calculator, sending them packing.
Calculator did a great job, though. He did win it straight off against Cease. Ronaldo and Zipper just nearby, though. Looks like they've heard the commotion. They're getting closer. And it's Nowhere about. He's like, you know what, getting closer, trying to see what he can do here.
Lil.
Zip's gonna fall down here because of the shockwave.
Yeah, Norwood was the one down low, hearing all of
Esta gente está muy enferma, tío, la cabeza.
Zip and Ronaldo now in front of us.
Ronaldo.
They managed to get this loss, get ownership of it, but the
Buenísimo, tío.
giving him time to wiggle out of that moment of time.
And nowhere to actually
Aquí,
use
aquí,
all the shockwaves there to disengage.
Yeah, it's not really worth it. By yourself, evidently. Oh, man. And that's nowhere. Nowhere
He
tried.
didn't get far.
He did not get far at all, my friend. But there's the other duo right in front of him. Zip and Ronaldo have him in the sights. Ronaldo's going to be on the other side now. Engaging in the fight, not taking any damage.
Such a good job, though. Good job by Zip here to come in and back up his teammate right now. He is trying desperately to get to his teammate here. This is great teamwork. Now they have the pinch lined up, and the trap is down. That's a siphon for Elevate right there.
That siphon could be the difference maker for him. Ziff doesn't have any shields. Needs to take a moment to just pop the minis.
A little bit of a reset here. We have.
Still in this too.
Y después de esto, Tool, concierto de Marshmello.
Which is rough. You don't convert the Elam, you don't get the point either here.
Pero ahí, pincha ahí, donde están. Que está por ahí. Sí. Y mañana es el de solitario. ¿Eh? Sí. Mañana es donde juega Tifue y toda esta gente. Mongrel también creo que está clasificado.
No, pero Tifue no está clasificado.
Para el de dúo no. Para el de solo sí. Porque eso depende de... Puedes estar en los dos o en uno. Si te clasificas por los dos ya te llevas 200.000, creo que era, ¿no? Solo por jugar. Es que ya con ir, tío. Está forrado.
Now let's go ahead and take a look.
Oh, and Ziff is out of here. Funk.
Toma. Para que entre tu dinámica.
Nadie te ha invitado.
Nadie te ha invitado. A buen puerto, sí.
Que no puedes entrar por la casa de los demás como si nada.
Te quedas mirando encima, ¿sabes? Por la pared y eso.
Mira, el Mr. Savage y el compañero. ¿Ese es el que viste tú el vídeo?
Niño es una madre.
Puto enfermo, tío.
Niño infiel.
Lleva 4 eliminaciones esto.
¿Cuánto le llevan niño?
Mira, lo ves desde abajo. Son las que llevan 4 y se ve la vida del segundo. Que a lo mejor se va a la bajado vida al otro, pero la tiene.
They know that with 50 players in the lobby dependent on the zone, Storm Surge will activate, excuse me. So Force Thinkers is the perfect tool, perfect utility to have.
Can take some damage down on any of these players getting comfortable inside of a box.
Eso es bueno, que te obligan a matarlo.
That's insane. Having 6 eliminations already. Take a look at this stat right here. Damage dealt 842. The match average, every other player on average 176. That's not even enough to take out a player.
¿Cómo es el graffiti? Pues creo que es World Cup o algo así.
And they are here to play. Looks like they're going to find themselves another spot.
Sinceramente no lo sé. Tú tienes vinculada la cuenta de Google a Epic Games.
No sé por qué.
Porque si la vinculas y ves 20 minutos de esto, te dan un graffiti. Mira cómo está la esfera, tú. Va a reventar. Yo lo dije. Sí, el graffiti del mundial.
Me da una chipa arma o algo.
Y también te puede tocar graffiti. Te puede tocar camuflaje para el arma, creo que era. O algo más. Mira el puto mongrel, tú.
No que le plantea para acá. Sí, no le plantan cara.
Están motivadísimos los cabrones,
Let's go.
Mira la esfera como va a reventar, cabrón.
El primo lo ha matado a este.
El primo mató a
sorteo.
Ahí está el tío.
No, pero es que Fortnite y más en partidas normales, es tan random.
Oye, pues lo hago con el Mr. ¿sabes?
Sí, habéis jugado con uno y matado a otro, ¿eh? Yo estaba en el cine, yo estaba en el cine viendo a Spider-Man.
Un día mata a esta mumra y el día siguiente jugamos con el Mr.
Mira los rayos pegando, mira lo que pegan, tío.
Y tío, eso pega
Pegan una burrada, tío. Mira, mira, lo instaquileó.
La que le está cayendo a ese.
Gustavo, pa' tu casa.
Gustavo.
Un mini evento en el mundial, loco. Ya, la esfera va a estallar eso.
Los rayos, hermano, que están cayendo rayos por fondo.
Por eso es importante hacer daño, tío.
A mí nunca me ha llegado a pegar el coño.
No, es que eso no está en las normales, ¿eh?
A mí sí. No, eso está en la del sábado.
Ah, la del sábado sí.
A mí me ha llegado a salir en el mensaje, pero nunca me ha llegado.
Acuérdate, bueno, contigo nunca nos ha salido. De estar jugando nosotros nunca nos... Mira, ese es el niño de Código.
Y es de Face, es de Face.
Ese es el que te digo yo, tú, el que te he dicho antes.
Ese se hizo a Mongrel y al otro a Trampa. Cabrón, se los hizo a Trampa, tío.
Mira el niño lo que pasa, Guillo.
No, se va al culo seguro.
Me lo guay. Mira, este por ejemplo está crecido.
Claro,
Sí, al menos aparenta, ¿no?
Vale, mira, bueno. Oh, pero vendí otro niño también, si pilla.
Sí, pero...
Tú solo, imagínate los padres de esos niños, hermano.
La madre del nota este está poco contenta. Madre mía.
Que tenga tu niño y te salga el niño por aquí, hermano.
Más contento.
No le gustará tampoco porque estén tantas horas jugando, pero lo entenderá.
Ya me viene diciéndome poner canal, ingresando un viaje de pasta al mes y digo, escúchame. Yo te edito los vídeos. Yo te edito los vídeos. ¿Qué cámaras quieres? ¿Qué
te hace falta, mi vida?
Pide por esa boquita y yo, hermano, ¿qué es?
Te va a solucionar la vida.
¿Qué te crees? El niño ese jugando... Claro, el niño ese jugando... Tiene para toda su familia, hermano.
¿Qué pasa, Tiago? Ahí está, aquí, vente de Twitch, que somos mejores personas.
¿Cuánto pueden sacar esta gente por cada stream? Cojones, te pegan todos los días dándole dinero.
No, por el stream no ganas, tú no ganas por stream.
No, digo que se pegan todos los días donándole dinero.
Ah, claro, aparte que le donan las suscripciones, tú.
Suscripciones, más después los torneos, más...
YouTube, bueno, YouTube, tú sabes lo que tiene que ingresar a este niño, sube también vídeo que hay todos los días,
¿Quién?
El Sabae.
No, esa gente por YouTube tendrá que estar ingresando sus 7, 8 mil euros tranquilamente. Sí, pero claro, le pagas al tío ese por vídeo o por mes.
No, eso como están en equipo tastino.
Ah, claro.
Eso lo gestionará el equipo, ¿sabes?
También.
El equipo tendrá contratado ya a su gente que le haga eso, ¿vale?
Ya veremos, depende.
Porque todas las partidas son sacadas de stream, no son ni un vídeo, ni un... Entonces, eso tendrán gente trabajando en los canales de ellos y tal.
Claro.
El Mega es que también es una puta bestia el niño, tío.
El Mega es Dios, Ah. Todos son dioses, tío. Cualquiera de ahí te hace un aliado en 2 segundos.
Mongra por ahí con 9, ¿no?
Llevan 6 y 6.
6 kills. 9 entre los dos.
¿Mongrel murió? ¿Mató?
Sí, pero se ha hecho 7.
Ah, pero 7.
¿Cómo lo sabes, tío? ¿Dónde lo ves?
Lo ha llevado, ¿sabes? Los de arriba ganan, mira, ya verás.
Tener la altura...
Los dos de arriba, que flipa.
Es que es la clave, tío.
A veces que lo tira. Nada, voy a decir por otro lado, que no puede ir. Como...
Que va y te asoma y te deletean.
Era, literal. Era un dios.
Pero el Benji va...
No, está buscando...
Ah,
hackeado la escalera por encima, tío.
Fortnite, arreglen eso, Fortnite.
Coño, parecía ahora pues, coño. Con 0 kills.
0 y 4, tío. ¿Por qué se come?
Claro, esto es solo que se iré no está comiendo y los dos toques de tormenta de esa comida.
Dios, mira lo que tienen, tío. What?
A ver, que tiene para curarte, niño.
¡Hostia!
Qué cagada, qué cagada.
Hostia.
Ese no tiene materiales.
Hostia, Sturry. Se ha pelado. ¿Dónde va?
El otro le está quitando vida. Ganaron. 100 de vida,
Los que tenían el Hydra.
100 y 100, tío. 200 de vida, chaval. Ninguna partida la han ganado los mismos. Todos lo han ganado uno diferente.
Mira, este lleva el mismo ratón que el teléfono.
Claro, a todos los hipirandeados sus teclados y su rollo.
Mira, le dieron la primera victoria de la temporada. What the fuck?
No, pero yo creo porque son cuentas.
Sí, son cuentas nuevas.
Son cuentas nuevas, con los mismos nombres, con todas las skins que hay.
Sí,
las mierdas.
¿El por qué? No lo entiendo.
Para ahí se la ha jugado,
Aqua.
Yo voy a poner aquí.
Al nitro ese jugó mi primo contra él.
Nitro una vez.
Yeah, in EU, right? So we've had 2 NA, 2 EU now, you know, getting a little scrappy out there. Spicy. I like to see it.
Quedan 2 partidas, chavales. Y concierto de Marshmello.
Claro, yo creo que ahora va a haber otro parón como antes.
Siguen los tíos primeros, tío.
Esa gente van a ganar.
No, pero no, porque cada vez están haciendo menos puntos y el Mega los está pillando. Y los otros no que estén muy lejos. Ojo,
Han hecho tela de puntos en esta partida, Se van en 18 puntos antes.
Pero tampoco es que, mira, si te fijas, van todos muy.
¿Dónde está metido?
Pero es que están todos muy igualados, ¿sabes? Con que te hagas 5 puntos, adelanta un carajo, tío. Y el español, mira dónde está el español. 13.
Sets them way back to the second page now because you have to continue to accrue points here. But look, Epic
Mariano Pastor, saludito. Mariano Pastor.
Wild stuff from game 4. Excuse me. As we've had the EU duo, the cooler duo, managing to get their win on.
Mira, están abajo, van al baño. Un parón. Cada 2 partidas hacen un paroncito pequeño.
Claro.
No entiendo el por qué.
We are going to do just that. So let's send it on over to Jordan, who has our winner standing by.
A massive shift for EU here. We all know that shockwave grenades can absolutely.
Es el español.
Of in-game especially, allowing you to propel yourself up.
¿O no? Ah, no, es blanca. ¿Es la de España o es la otra? La polaca esa. ¡España! Lo que sí está bugueado, lo bugueo ya.
Our plan is just to keep going what we're doing right now, just landing our spot and going for consistent placement points.
Consistent placement points. That's key.
¿Ese es de España o qué?
Pero vive allí en Nueva York.
España.
No reason for you to adjust anything. If it worked out for you there, clearly you're doing something right, Monster.
Yeah, absolutely. I think these competitive players know best, and stubbornness is in their name. You saw Jamside, 7SSK say, hey, I don't care if I lose the first 3 times here. We're going to master this. We're going to turn it around. And they did. They had a great, at least, showing at some point at the last one. So players are going to stick to their guns.
Early engagement.
España.
That is just, I love seeing those fights with the great weapons, right? You really can tell who can figure it out.
Vale, los quesitos funcionan ya otra vez. Ya, ahora sí. Se buguean. España. ¿Quién crees que va a ganar? Buah. Está chunga la cosa, primo, pero... Llevo viéndolo y me mola mucho el ¿cómo se llama? El niño pequeño, tío. Que el Mega, tío. Que tiene pinta de tener 10 años o 12, yo sé, pero está violando a todo Dios. De Face. El Mongra y el Mitro están cogiendo ahí puntitos. Están jugando bastante bien. Pero no sé.
Not stopping, they continue forward onto Volks and Parpy and just try to hunt down everything. There Clicks is trying to escape as well. And then this snipe here from Mitro. He actually, not only did he hit that, and they get right into it onto Zexo.
Están enfermos, tío.
Coming in with a driftboard right before this, so
están puto enfermos, tío.
There for them. And then they had the engagement that we saw earlier. We're going to go ahead and run it back because this clutch puts them perfectly in position at 4th place right now. And reminder that this was with Mitro down. There he goes down, and then Mongo comes in right on cue. He does not let his teammate go down.
Están por la partida 4 y quedan 2. Y después concierto de Marshmello. Marshmello.
Aquí ya.
Yo os aviso cuando esté las partidas.
¿Qué?
Mira ahora dónde está este, al lado de Balsabotín. Este hombre está todo el rato dando vueltas, tío.
Ahora reinicio. La mierda esta de ir cubriéndote por los dos lados.
Pero el sitio donde se hace el mundial no está lleno, ¿eh? Para ser verano. Hay un montón de huecos libres.
No, voy a reiniciar todo.
Bueno, también es que pueden haber ido al baño, pero...
Voy a fumarse un pitillito.
Que son niños, Daniel.
Gente llega mucho, pero no huele.
Cállate, Daniel.
Un cigarrito, yo, un cigarrito. No digo pitillito, un cigarrito.
Que nada, Daniel, eso nada. ¡Ojo! Mira. Oh. Mr. Savage. ¿Cómo canjeas quesito? Exclamación tienda.
Yo, tío, de verdad.
El Savage está enfermo, tío. Savage está enfermo.
Es que me pego unos tirones, ¿no?
No sé volumen ahora en esto para que
We live in
escuche.
different places, but we talk every day online. I live in Oslo in Norway, and Benji lives. I live in Surrey in the UK. And I travel to England to like meet him, see how he's doing here. He has my back. If I ask him something, he'll help me out. We don't actually just play Fortnite. We play other games.
Haciendo vida social esta gente. Madre.
We have a lot of the same interests. He's always really humble. I love his personality. Yeah, we're great friends.
Comiendo bien.
Shoot. Alright.
150 de
Alright.
Ya más. Y ese bordete.
Too good for you.
No.
There's a guy northwest of me. He has an RPG, I'm not. The reason why we're so good at playing duels is because
70 a lo mejor llevo se puede jugar, pero da igual, termino ahora. Y lo peor no es que sino los picos, ¿verdad? Y te va cambiando mucho el
knew in the community that Savage was one of the
ahora
best
mismo
players in the
estoy
world.
jugando
He knows the game really well, so he makes really good calls. Benji's just so insane at just eliminating people.
Benji Fishy is dialed in right now.
He just follows me perfectly. He fills in the gaps that I can't fill in.
You'd think a fish out of water would be harmless. Not this fishy. Not today.
People were definitely scared if they see some fishes running around Happy Hamlet. You'd think fishes weren't really that scary, but Fortnite, it's quite the opposite. We're in a really good state right now as a duo. Let's just cross Loot Lake. I think there's people on the other side. We're playing super well.
Players, they continue to go down like flies.
We've been practicing. It's really nice to, finally be able to prove ourselves.
Benji Fishy Savage.
I think we're just going to show people how good we are.
No. No de suelo, vete por abajo.
Hey, look at that right there. Some fans of Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy. They were diabolical in the online qualifiers. And maybe, just maybe, with these last two games, they could pull it up and get themselves into top 3, maybe even first place. How crazy would that be?
Let's be honest, we've seen them do very well so far. Maybe not the performance they were looking for. I know they want to pull a victory. They have everything it takes. They can muscle up from 8th.
Yeah.
They'll be up there.
It's going to be a challenge for not them, but every single player. But we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, games 5 and 6, and then we crown our first ever Fortnite World Champions. We'll see you on the other side.
I'm here in the player lounge right now, joined by our Pro-Am winners, Arl Grimes and Airwalks. Wasn't totally expecting you'd win 2 in a row. Can you walk me through
Empiezan 9 minutos no sé bien.
9 minutos.
Ahora sí pusieron cronómetro.
Arl Grimes, you were holding your own, you were keeping up, you were staying alive, you were getting eliminations.
9 minutos, chavales.
From last Pro-Am to this Pro-Am.
¿Qué?
I think
9 minutos.
from the last one, just that you focus on late game a little
Ah,
bit.
espera un
and
poco.
I just sort of let him lead the way and made it happen.
How did it feel to play with a potential World Cup duo winner?
It's amazing. I'm actually going to come tomorrow and sit in the stands and cheer for my man Airwalks. Yeah.
Maybe make an Airwalk sign and wave it in the air?
Maybe a 98 sign. I'll hold it
Ah,
up.
mira el Twitter un momento.
Good luck on the event tomorrow. Congratulations on winning. Congratulations on winning. Incredible, incredible gameplay throughout Fortnite World Cup Pro-Am.
What? Pero voy a cortar en free.
My name is Hype.
My name is Serpent. We qualified on the last week.
Week 10, duos.
It was pretty crazy. We knew it was the last opportunity we had, so we were just completely focused the entire time, and it was just a huge relief after we qualified.
Yeah, it was such a relief. I was waiting for this moment the whole time.
¿Todavía has visto esto tú?
Well, before the leaderboard updated, we was almost positive. We was pretty
Claro, que pegar otra vez.
when we finally saw the leaderboard update, we just started screaming the entire house down. We started playing back in like season 3 of Fortnite. We just found each other through a Discord community and joined a squad team together, and we just stuck with each other ever since.
Yeah, pretty much.
Me pega con el franco, con el cohete, con el...
Since day one.
No le da la pared, tío.
We both make
Yeah, we both have
Está
things
súper
we're
roto,
a little bit better at, but we try to take the roles like evenly. I'm just really excited to play with everyone from all the regions. Yeah, I would say from what we've seen, OCE is a lot more aggressive play style because we go for a lot higher point games, whereas yeah, NA and EU they have like way more passive play style than us, I think. It's a dream come true, to be honest. It's all I've wanted to do is just play games, and to have a huge opportunity like this is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same, but yeah, just crazy opportunity to be able to play against the best players around the world.
What the fuck, niño? El niño se metió en la esta. Me voy a meter en Fortnite. Ahí, comprando toda la marca, ahí, como enfermito que eres. Yo la verdad que últimamente he gastado bastante. La enfermedad del Fortnite. Qué tonto, tío.
¿Empezar ya la partida?
No, 5 minutos.
Claro, ya hacer las dos últimas y las hacen del tirón.
Sí. Mañana será igual en solo.
大家好，我是 XXM， 我来自中国。
Mañana con Robert, ¿sí?
Sí. Me corre.
我叫小蒙德，我来自中国。
Mira qué bien.
我们是在那
Domingo.
个亚洲锦标赛。
No está. Se nota que está ahora mismo sin hacer
Sin
nada.
hacer nada.
Aburrido
我很高兴。
Claro.
我超级高兴，从桌子上跳了。
他们cuando trabajo estoy igual tampoco.
Pero te aburre menos ahora.
比赛我们每天基本上要训练12个小时以上。
我想我到现场的话，我的心应该会蹦出来。
我希望能可以好好去看这场比赛，因为能学到很多的东西。
¿Pero tienes que correr algún día más? No, no.
Sí.
¿Sí?
Sí, de lunes al 5.
因为我
Bueno, más dinero,
喜欢购入，然后如果说获得这么多奖金的话，我一定会买。
也许我会在一个很悠闲的地方买一个
Me llevo más dinerito. Lo voy a cobrar para el 5 de septiembre, pero...
There you go, bro. Nice to meet you. Enjoy your weekend, okay? Thank you. Profound respect. Let's see you guys play yesterday for the first time. Yeah. A lot of skills. Good fun. It's it's pretty cool, man. Very impressive. Hey, man. How you doing? Nice to meet you. I've been following you for so long. It's crazy I'm here. I can't believe it, man. Can I get a video of you saying that I'm the best Fortnite player? Okay. Can you say Lucas is the best Fortnite player? Lucas is the best player. Okay. Alright guys, here's Ali and he has a message. Very important message. Lucas is the best Fortnite player, okay? Thank you, man. Thank you. No worries. Thank you so much.
What's up, buddy? What's your name?
Kevin, man.
Kevin, nice to meet you, bro. How are we doing today?
Doing good.
Thank you. Yeah, it was crazy. $1 million jump. My teammate really clutched up. Have a good one. Yeah. Boom. There you go, buddy. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good one, man.
You're the girl that's your biggest fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Love that. So, man, what's your name? James? And Justin. How we doing, boys? Sign right there. You having fun at the event? Good. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, it was fun.
Fortnite World Cup. El seto, tío.
What's up, guys? It's Clicks.
And it's Skeptic.
And we qualified for NA East.
Alright, so me and Clicks' main goal.
Los niños en el colegio quieran jugar con esto todo el día.
Wanted to shoot for top 25 because we qualified the first week that they would do it. So we wanted to shoot for top 25 and we just blew out our expectations of how we played that day.
This is my first LAN event ever. I'm 14, so before this, the required LAN age was 16. So this is a life-changing event that Epic gave me.
It's mind-blowing and it's a good journey. So one of my friends back in December recommended me to play with Clicks. So I tried playing with him once. We played a few games. We didn't do amazing. Well, we played pretty good. But I had to do a part at the time, so I was good. But after he started competing high levels and Share the Love, he got first place and all that. I hit him up and we decided the game.
And then the first week, we probably played for 3 days, and that week we qualified.
Yeah.
So we had 3 days of practice and somehow qualified. Yeah, before a big game, to get my nerves out and make sure I'm on the right track, I literally just scream as loud as I can. Like, my stream knows it, so hopefully that goes a long way.
I wash my hands. I'm not joking. No, I wash my hands. I have to get the perfect grip on my mouse, so I wash my hands a lot. Like a lot a day, just to make sure I have
Lava las manos.
Sounds pretty weird, but it helps.
Tons of people ask me questions on a daily, like,
Se ha
how
echado
do
la
you,
de que lavarse
find
las
the right
manos.
sensitivity? And I feel like that's obviously the big mechanical way for the game. So I just tell people to stick in like one sensitivity and just work your way at it, and it really comes a long way with my aim, my building, everything like that.
I say practice makes perfect with everything in life. Just I think about the game. The more you practice, the more you playing creative, the more you'll get mechanical, game-wise, and all that up. So I think practice makes perfect.
Pasa, Facu. Aquí estamos, que falta ya. Empieza.
¿Empezado?
No, yo me estoy viendo a ti.
Se acabó el cronómetro.
El DJ, ¿eh?
El DJ ese, what the fuck.
¿De quién es, por favor?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The World Cup Finals Duos Competition. My name is Dr. Lupo, and I missed you.
Dr. Lupo.
Joining me on the desk for the final
Estos dos jugaron el nuevo Call of Duty en directo el otro día.
One of the best men in the industry. Oh, stop. I'm super excited to see what these final two games have in store. We've watched a ridiculous competition thus far. Honestly, it's been insane. I've had a chance to watch some of the plays, some of the shots from some of these players, the accuracy, the heads-up gameplay. Jack, it's been insane. What do you think so far?
It's insane, Dr. Lupo. It is great to hear your voice, and I am so excited to be casting these
Feels
final
good.
two games together for the Fortnite World Cup Finals Duo Competition. We are 2 games away from crowning our first ever Fortnite World Champions, who will win a combined $3 million US. That is a lot of money if you don't know how much US dollars is worth, because this is the World Cup, as you know. But Ben, I'm so excited.
It's insane. The $3 million for first place. That's not the only position on the leaderboard that takes on 7 figures. And to look at that leaderboard, we're going to throw it sundown just to see where everybody stands thus far.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage, and what we have
Otro
here
el Courage.
Pero juega normal.
about this being the World Cup representation
Vamos,
coming out
en el
in the
mapa
top
dan buena
20
también.
from all of the regions in there. You can see
El Mega tiene oportunidad de ganar,
but EU just behind them with
El Mega, el niño ese le lleva 3 millones a la madre.
and then during the break we got
No, 1.500.000 porque se lo llevará a la mitad
great play. Let's not
el colega,
forget
¿no?
about our most recent victory royale
Y el equipo otra parte.
climbing them into the
Mira
top
tú,
10.
1 millón.
What we want to take into account, 2 matches are left. The highest elim totals
Le lleva a mi madre 1 millón y...
12. We've seen it twice. what we have seen on the Victory Royale end,
O como
we've seen
tenga el
in
mismo
9
contrato de este fue,
eliminations,
pues ya
more
ver,
commonly,
man.
it's right around 5 or 6. So what does that mean? We
Es
can
una
expect
estafa,
about 2 of the winners to come out
Si
with
Armega
15
tiene el
to
mismo
16
contrato
points.
y se lleva 1,5 millones y le quita el 80% el Clan Fight.
No creo que lo
With
tenga.
2 games remaining, everyone
Con todo lo que pasó, no creo que lo tenga.
has the ability to challenge for the top spot to be the first ever Duos World Champion at the Fortnite World Cup. No one is out of it. The Chinese pair is just off the page as well. Anybody can make a play. 2 matches are left. Let's head back inside, back into the action. Lupo and Courage, take it away.
Sundan, thank you so much for your analysis of the board thus far. And you're right. Looking at the board, the limited spread between 1st and 10th, 17 points is incredibly close, but that's not even the beginning of it. You have to realize that across all
Acaban de hacer un
50
dab,
duos,
tío.
just 2 games, these last 2 could push any duo all the way up into the top. That top 10 taking crazy.
El viejo ahí, a ver qué hace ese viejo ahí.
It is life-changing, to say the least.
Cabrón, serán fan, cabrón.
Around the world, millions and millions tuning in.
A esto lo juego a todas las edades,
Use
tío.
the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. I want to hear from you right now. Tweet Dr. Lupo, myself, Fortnite. Which region will come out on top? Will NA remain up top? Will EU surge
Es una
back?
locura.
We've heard some of the Asia Oceanic Brazil region still trying to push on through. I think NA is going to do it. I really do.
It's anybody's game, to be quite honest, but it's interesting to see trends from the qualifiers of previous weeks. You know, the 10 that we had leading up to this moment. Some of the names that were stars then, stars yet again here, and that consistency is going to shine through in a big way as we go into late games. We've had some of the highest player count final circles that we've ever seen. We've had a lot of aggressive gameplay from people at clutch moments. And that's not the end, Jack. We've got 2 games left, and Game 5 is ready to go, Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen, this crowd has been incredible live here at the Arthur Ashe Tennis Arena in New York City. Which region will reign supreme? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched. Game 5 is underway.
The last few matches, Jack, we've seen some relatively contested, popular drop zones. I've been watching on Twitter, and a lot of people have discussed whether or not Loot Lake right now is one of the hottest drops in the game. We have a number of duos, high-power duos that have dropped there consistently thus far. Do you think going into this Game 5 and 6, we're gonna see similarly contested early drops, or are people gonna change up the strategy with the amount of prizing on the line?
I think the thing that we've seen so far is the teams that stick to their strategy are the teams that are, staying out on top. It's why they're consistently placing, Sap and Zate, for example. Wouldn't be surprised to see people stick with
Lo que ganaron antes, sí.
one more time. Again, as Sundown did a great job of highlighting, Dr. Lupo. One big performance, 12 elims in a victory royale.
Que llaman.
Way up the leaderboards.
5 llaman.
So you can't count yourself out yet.
Sí, 5 llamas ahí,
See
en
our
todo el mapa.
last match winners currently on our screen.
Contested there. Nyrox dropping in, an early baller, a very pivotal piece for late game survival. Going to farm up all the materials he can inside. Not going to see
cayó como nosotros caíamos, tú.
maybe the last second just to any reveal of his own position. He's going to go and move on. And actually does see targets down below.
Ya tienen su vez.
Attempted shots with that scope. They are accuracy at this level. Going to have to be very key if you're going to try and pick up an elimination that early. The scope might be exactly what Nyrox needs to establish yet another elimination to put himself higher on the leaderboard of this duo.
Remember, the scope, the assault rifle, a hit scan weapon. You aim, you point, you shoot. If it's on him, it'll hit him. And these guys have pinpoint accuracy, as it's known. When you land on the southwest side of the map, if you don't land in an exact big area, it's a very, very scrappy start. It's a lot around getting a baller, rotating on through, and just trying to pick up one chest here, loot one building here, and piece some things together. It's known how tough it can be, but Nyrox and Aqua currently on their way. Let's shift our focus towards Neo Tilted here. You see Mongrel and Mitro, who so many times have been contesting here with Clix and Skeptic. Clix and Skeptic so far, pretty quiet day today, Dr. Lupo.
I would agree. 4 duos, though, in Tilted. Going to be interesting to see who opts to take an early out, maybe go for the ballers that spawn in that slipstream around the outside, or maybe get a little aggressive and push on another team that spawns in there. Potentially from an earlier game, though, Skeptic hopefully learned his lesson. You don't want to L the camera necessarily.
Tirándose las manos al pie.
Love to see the confidence, though. He's a very confident player, which does not surprise me. Extremely skilled, so that kind of gameplay, you're going to see it from Skeptic on and off the stream and on and off the LAN here. Arthur Ashe Stadium, one of the coolest streams I think we've ever done this in.
Oh, incredible. It's, you know, you walk on through, you see all the tennis greats, and you know, I hope they put up a poster of the winner of the Fortnite World Cup there. It's Serena Williams, Saf and Zay.
Honestly, it would be incredible.
It would be. I think that sounds good to me. I think that, you know, people wouldn't be confused at all. But maybe it's the start of a great legacy here at this arena. But right now, you begin to point out Mongrel and Metro landing here every single game. 4 teams though, still in Neo tilted. When will the battles begin? 97 players left. Every duo still represented.
Crazy powerful loadout. You saw he has 4 shadow bombs this early in the game. Those are incredibly powerful going into late game, especially when you're attempting to avoid confrontation as much as possible until just the right moment. You can shadow bomb out of almost anything. Granted, the people that may see you rotate don't have pinpoint accuracy, which honestly is typically the case in a lobby like this.
Go ahead and look at Lucky Landing right now. 2 teams currently here.
¿Cómo están ya hoy día? El Gustavito. Pero es el que antes le cayeron los rayos, el Gustavo.
Le reventó. No le cayó, lo reventó.
Gustavo, como no te mueves de manera que yo...
Claro, los otros farmeando y estos dos ahí.
But a loadout like this, there's no shotgun in the inventory. They have shockwaves to rotate if they need to. Those are oftentimes safe. You can do it. It's an easy way to push through opponents' builds that are above you, as we've seen in previous matches countless times. Take the high ground without maybe being challenged. The only downside is you put yourself way out in the open. We did see a number of players get eliminated on the fly, literally, while through the air for shockwave. So we'll have to see. Shots from Gustavix X, Gustavix 8. Down, no shield remaining.
Wondering if Daedra reveals that he does have that heavy sniper. Grenades coming on through. Quick little reaction right there to box up for a brief moment.
Ay, que me da escalofríos.
Get that shield broken. There is a unique animation and sound effect.
Aquí la granada Gustavo un poquito.
Know that Gustavix on top has no shield left, and that heavy sniper rips through the wood right there. Good coordination to get some damage done on this player.
Daedra holding that edit, that pyramid at the top, so we can look through and shots from the duo up above, Wishy and Gustavix. Well coordinated. No push yet. This is kind of a stalemate at this point, which for all 4 of these players may end up fighting them in the back. That being said, Wishy, the fly in right there, pushing up, trying to get past over to this brick pig and make their way in maybe a little bit of side cover.
Shrine made for me on the map. Now Wishy will go ahead and loot that chest alongside Gustavix, who are both out of shields. Looks like Daedra and M1Z did what they wanted to push them out of Lucky Landing. Not sure if they're going to continue to pursue this. It doesn't appear so right now. And all things considered, I don't think they need to, right? They can go back now, farm up this whole area, check for the certain loot spots that may have been missed, and continue to get materials now. Moving towards Dusty Divot. Rogue members Tetra and Eclipse currently building on up with players just below.
Eclipse and Skeptic. Duo underneath. A little bit of a split for Tetra and Eclipse. Hopefully does not come to bite them in the back. We'll see here in a second. Eclipse pushing up, trying to match position with Tetra. Shots on the baller. You don't want to see those things last too long. Nobody was in it. It was just rolling down the hill.
And this could be really useful, Ben, because the players down low that are going to get by this airstrike, I believe it's Eclipse and Skeptic, are only building with wood, and wood gets shredded on through. And Skeptic, because of that, now down to just 25 HP, and that might be the green light for this duo to push on forward. One player challenging up top. Eclipse has him trapped in the box. Does take a little bit more damage. It will be a build battle for height. Eclipse with a ton of materials. We'll look at the elimination feed. Tetra with the elim on the Skeptic, so it's a 2 versus 1. Clicks all by himself.
Even if there's a sacrifice to the 2v1, that 1v1 afterwards and the pickup to revive your teammate might be the best play. We'll see here in a second. Pressure from above, not yet. Clicks all on his own, all by himself right there. Take just a second and heal up. Any chance you can get a little bit of HP might be the key to staying alive.
And this is where I believe adjustments need to begin to be made, right? Eclipse and Tetra, as they push on forward. Clicks now all by himself, trying to force him to happen. There's a shot right there as he goes down. the day of struggles for Skeptic and Clicks continue. But the point I was going to make right there is now you're getting to a point where you need to go and push for those elims if you want to make the climb back up that leaderboard. Eclipse and Tektra obviously still have some work to do. In that 2 versus 1, before another team can begin to push on in and try to steal that last elimination, they have to force the 2v1. Thankfully, Clicks does it for them. They get the free limb and win that fight at Dusty Divot.
Meanwhile, Saf and Zate. First game winners currently.
Oh
my gosh, the heavy snipe to knock the pyramid.
Paso putas.
Immediately capitalized
A los
on
primeros.
Saf being exposed, leaves Zate in a 1v2. A little bit of a panic, and the Shadow Bomb may or may not be
Una buena aliada.
right into the slip to try and sneak away. Gonna run down in some previous builds. That's a quick pick off there from 4ZR and nowhere.
And that's the second time we've seen that today. The player with the heavy sniper, they can see that the pyramid is being edited on through and peeked through. So they immediately call that out. They time the shot alongside AR shots, or that one I believe it was actually shotguns. And Saf is eliminated before he can even build a single wall. As right now it's Zate all by himself. Now moving towards the northeastern side of the map near pressure plant. Our mech friend no longer there, but Nyx just took a ton of damage. Close by, I believe. Did he get sniped? I think he got sniped.
I believe he did. Sitting on quite a bit of healing though. The slurp, minis, that campfire, all going to be big there. You see he's waiting for the campfire to finish. He's going to pop that slurp, get back to 100. Meanwhile, Airwax, Nikov owning the top of the ship here. Just taking shots at anybody that rotates. That high ground advantage, even early game. We look at it a lot late game. Yep. A lot of the build fights and late game rotations are capitalized by players that have the high ground advantage. But even early game, high ground gives the ability to scout. Aiden and Sean goes down. Aiden, an attempt to push on through and try and pick up the elimination on his opponent. Quinton inside the box there, does knock the wall out, picks up the materials and kick to grab the card of his teammate.
I was going to say, I think that the teammate was not. So it is a 1 versus 1 in this fight. Aiden at max HP, gets the high ground for the moment. Quinton absolutely the health disadvantage. Aiden most likely knows this, continues to push for this elimination, wants to clean this up as quickly as possible. Wondering if Quinton has any traps to be used right here. Doesn't appear.
Ese va con mando.
Solo folla.
That edit was just missed by
El Aidan ese.
back up to the high ground. Just get above. Aiden pushes on in, spraying. Unfortunately, not able to connect. Takes 44 damage right there.
Se volvió a entrar, tío.
Masterful fight so far. Aiden's health advantage now gone as they're about 15 HP between each other. But Aiden has the chug splashes, and Dr. Lupo, they show off just how good they are right there.
Quinton stuck all the way up top, popping
Troleado,
back to 100
Pero el otro.
Aiden and Quinton in a little
30 de video.
standoff here, a back and forth of
Venga, ya lo de ABC cubre 0,8 euros.
pressure. You got up above, Quinton trying to watch for that, holding that pyramid edit.
Ahora tiene jugo.
Peak, trying to catch
Te digo,
himself up inside the
no
pyramid,
va a haber
resetting, can't quite do it. Does fight for high ground. Aiden on controller. Don't forget that. One of the best controller players we've ever seen. 101 HP remaining. These inside the box fights, the combat for who can own the wall, the back and forth is insane. And the top down view, Aiden can't quite get that pyramid edit. Gets caught in his own door.
Did he miss? Yeah, I think he missed the edit out. Did wind up building a door, and Quinton makes it back in time to grab the reboot card. So Aiden and Sean go down quite early.
Ya cogió la tarjeta de compu.
74 minutes remaining. Storm Surge still currently in play. Zate and Saf far above it at 385 damage above. Shouldn't really have to worry about that too much. As Zate is in another skirmish right here. Dr. Lupo not deciding to use the chug splashes to get that health up.
An interesting note, you see Zate taking single swings the wall that he doesn't own. He's attempting to bait the player from stopping a heal. He wants him to disengage from that so he can basically force a fight. He doesn't want them to get any of that HP back to the floor shield.
And he already had that wall!
Oh my gosh, and Tux goes down. What an
Este queda primero.
And that right there is Zate baiting his opponent into making that.
Pero no tienen para revivir a esta gente, ¿verdad?
Was why Zate has remained one of the
No
best
tengo ni
players in
idea.
competitive Fortnite from the very
Creo que no.
early days. He replaced the first wall before that fight even began. Then he moved towards his opponent, shot out the floor to push him towards the wall he already replaced. And once he did that, once the player ran and thought he was safe, he quickly hops on up, edits his own wall that he placed earlier, and gets the free elimination. It's one of those
Voy a dejar el
plays
móvil ya.
that separates Zate
Lo voy a
from
poner a
millions
cargar.
of other players that play Fortnite.
There's a reason they won that first game, Jack. It's going to show through and through throughout all these matches.
A ver, déjenme la siguiente
Zip
historia.
called on your screen here. Game 5. 2 matches remaining.
It's a very easternmost zone, Dr. Lupo, so you're looking towards it right now. Lonely Lodge will still narrowly be in play. Outside of that, just the drone ship from up above.
On the right side of your screen, don't get the format for these. Oh, Quinn goes
La escopeta de mierda,
with his build still in his hand, he wasn't expecting
Qué
it.
asco.
The blueprint out, you hate to see that. The victory royale with 10 points, top 5 is 7, top 10 is 5, top 15 gets you 3, and every elimination, that single point in every elimination, so valuable in 6 matches. We're not looking at the same 10 that we saw in the qualifying weeks. You have only the 6, but it's a guaranteed 6. You have to take advantage of every elim you can, because looking at the leaderboard like Sundown did earlier, 17 points at that time spread 1st to 10th place.
Yep. Here the fights continue. Tyler 15 and Lane. In an awkward position right now as Tyler 15 has gone down, and there's pressure from both sides. And you've got to think these players know exactly where they are, and that's what they're going to do. Already 4 eliminations between Forziar as well as Noward, and they're trying to get this wall replaced. They've got one. Did he get the pyramid as well? I can't tell as of right now.
Interesting note about Tyler 15 and Lane. They had planned to run just the first qualifier, week 2 together, and if they did not qualify for the World Cup, they agreed that they were going to try and hook up with their normal duos.
Yep.
And lo and behold, they qualified for the World Cup, so here they are. They have not spent a whole lot of time together, and it's amazing to say that because the cohesion between those two, oftentimes, when we watch them, they're on top of each other's game the entire time.
Yep. And that's why they made it this far. 65 players left. The next storm surge could be happening soon. You see the shockwave grenades used as Crims right now eats a rocket to the face, down to just 79 HP. Thankfully, if you're a Crims fan, he does have 5 minis to pop, 2 big shields. I'm sure Spades. Oh no, Spades is full health, so I was gonna say, I'm sure Spades, if you need some shields,
they are good to go. They are good to go.
Spades just needed more AR ammo to keep shooting, Dr.
Exactly. Exactly. Hold down that left click and see what you can get. Especially in situations like this, we even saw that kind of thing happen in the Pro-Am. I think Tim the Tatman faced attacks from multiple sides while in the box.
It happens.
A number of players know how that feels, and so the ammunition does get chewed through.
Poner esto a cargar.
Absolutely is. You see where all these players are stacked up.
Que empieza lo bueno ya.
Taking over that main lodge right now. Sis Lucky. Don't see the duo anywhere, so Sis Lucky might be all by himself at the moment. 62 players left. Zate, remember, by himself. Saf did get cut down earlier on, and it looks like Vinny also all alone. Maybe
mientras que empieza la partida anterior, en la siguiente como, oh my god.
Going into these late games, Jack, especially when we're the second to last. Pressure is at an all-time high for some of these players, especially the ones that have never experienced a LAN event like this. And this is the biggest one that Fortnite has ever had. Do you think they're going to be able to capitalize?
Vamos a ver, chavales. Eso es interesante.
To climb the leaderboard? I mean, or is it going to get the best of them? I'm just really, I can't even speak from experience.
Matemáticamente, si ahora mismo, no. Es que matemáticamente da igual. Aquí es imposible hacer ganar matemáticamente.
I actually forget what I was going for this because I was combating myself so much. But Nate Hill and Funk Bomb, 2 players who had a very quiet day so far. 4 points up to this.
Mira la violada que está metiendo a este Gigi. Hostia, chaval.
That's that moment we're talking about. With the shield broken, the entire lobby has decided you are the player we're going to shoot at. And Nate Hill is burning through materials. This is looking like it's going to end right here for this phase clan. They try to make it through.
Me una máquina, pero vaya. Que esto también es una máquina, pero no.
Sí, pero que. Hombre, también disparándole 400 personas. Le están dando de todos lados, tío.
Y sin materiales.
Lo que hay.
Keenstar and Hunter do wind up finishing off that elimination.
Que chungo, que te cagas, tío.
57 players left now. This zone, Ben, is in the middle of basically a forest, but most trees are now gone. I'm looking at the minimap right now. This is a pretty central zone where everything's remaining. So players on the outside will need to move in from all areas. The zone pushing forward. Here are Mitro and Mongol. A quiet game so far. 0 eliminations up to this point. The question remains.
Y hace lo kill el Mongrel, y el Mitro. El reloj muy bueno para ellos.
Estarán yendo los seguros esta partida.
Hombre, están ahí.
EU duos. I just saw Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage go down to the duo
¿Qué le hizo la pared, tío?
and Falconer as they continue to perform well. A team also in the top 6.
Not out of this just yet. One game still remaining. This circle, a east-southeast push. This is the 50-50 where you're going to see a number of players sit inside the next safe zone and take advantage of that ability to watch people rotate in. That's where a lot of the eliminations mid-game happen, is people trying to get into the next position, and players like Mongrel, Mitro, they are in spots to take advantage of that. That being said, Ronaldo does take out Mitro on the feet, picks up that elimination for the duo. 28 duos remaining. We're not even close to placement points yet. That happens at 15, Jack.
Yeah.
Hermano, mira eso.
Knows this. When you look at his inventory right now, shotgun still this epic tactical shotgun, quite good. The big question for me, 2 shadow bombs, all the movement. How exactly does he play this? Mongrel looking for an elimination. Shot comes on in. Does
La escopetilla esa.
not too much to begin to push.
Le voy a hacer una gracia, tío. Mira, mira, el que va primero. Sigue vivo, tío. Está aguantando.
Con 2 huevos. Solísimo de ahora.
See if you can do enough damage to pick up an elimination or at least a knock, especially as we get into the circles where movement.
Mira, le cayó un loot encima, tío, mira.
A knock will translate into a full elimination. The siphon will kick in.
¡Hola! Lanzacohetes, tío, venga.
Before things start to move, those are huge. They give you that little boost you might need to engage.
Cabrón, lanzacohetes ahí.
Falconer, Arkram sitting in a great spot right now.
Lanzagranadas, tú, lol.
Safe zone. We have 21 seconds before the circle starts.
Se puede destrozar, eh. Así mataron al Mongrel antes, tío, en lanzagranadas.
In another place where, incredible players. Yeah, they can absolutely make some noise right here in this one if they can finish strong. Remember, other teams in the top 5 though still have representation.
¿Cuánto es lo que tienen construido eso ahí?
Falconer and Arkram quite weak.
Quedan 44.
120 HP in total. 27 duos left. You're keeping in mind the format of this game.
Falconer.
It's top 15, and they're going to go ahead and shockwave across. They both use one shockwave together, and now the push begins. Falconer slowly inching towards this zone. He's being pressured by some stinks at the moment. Only 7 total builds left. He's got to follow up his teammate, and that's a great recovery by this duo. He's made it back to Arkram, but look at the high ground, folks. The battle begins now. Aqua and
Aqua está de arriba, tío.
already back on height.
Y Nitrox. Nitrox. O no Nitro, ¿no? Bueno, ya que sé. ¡Hola! Se mató el cabrón este.
Mira.
LOL.
The shockwave grenades so key in movement late game right now in the current meta. Players on bottom fighting it out. Only a few ballers left in play right now, and they're most likely, if not already, going to be eliminated.
Un boloncho, tío, por ahí.
Very quickly.
19 duos left. Aqua.
Las ratas, tío.
Battle still going. Nyrox and Aqua off the high ground. No one challenging for it as of yet. You got Elevate and C still on the low ground. Punisher there as well. Mongrel still making plays happen without any movement items left. We are one team away from placement points being earned.
Ah, mataron al primero, tú.
Top 15.
Top 15.
He wound up dropping in 16.
It's just outside of placement points.
Zayt and Saf will not earn placement points this game. The lobby beginning to drop like flies, and look on the high ground still, folks. It's Nyrox and Aqua setting themselves up for a great spot at the end of this
Mira, que van sobradísimos ahí arriba.
Somehow,
Ni sé.
oh no, he goes down
¿Qué hicieron?
11 players left, Dr. Lupo.
Players all the way to the high ground. Still Aqua and Nyrox. They have absolute ownership
Oh.
of everything underneath them. So
El
long
niño
as
de
they
hacer
stay on
Warfare.
top of their material
¿Qué?
count,
Ah, LOL.
they don't get
El
overzealous
Warfare.
with those builds. You have to savor those.
Todo
because
concentrado.
right now there's nothing left unless you pick it up.
Ya 4
One
kills.
player that gets eliminated. Item at the edge of the zone goes down. Spray from that minigun from
10
Aqua.
puntos
He
en
is
esta
not
partida
letting
llevan.
¿Qué está haciendo?
challenge right now.
So powerful, 2 duos left. It's
Vale.
Aqua and Nyrox, Cease and Elevate.
Okay.
The rest are all solos down low.
Sí.
Closure
Hola.
with the elimination on a
Hola.
chapter. Cease and Elevate deciding to drop down low because I believe
¿Por qué te
they're
cambiaste?
builds.
No,
They just gotta go
Sí.
roller mode right now. Cease getting
¿Por qué te cambiaste el nombre ahora?
Aqua as he continues to rain down fire.
¿Hiciste tú?
Down goes Cease. Elevate now weak as well.
The circle's moving back the other way.
¿Dónde?
Wolfies is
¿En
at the
Fortnite?
forefront right now.
En el
One of the
Discord.
best spots because of all those builds potentially already
Yo,
owned.
¿no?
He can just make his way on through.
Ah, es de movie.
Sky trying to challenge for high ground and gets absolutely beamed. Daedra and Wolfies in this game as solos. Cluja as well. Aqua and Nyrox. Could they get another victory royale?
¡Hala!
Currently at 5 eliminations this game.
Aqua. Stink grenades from above. Still riding.
¡Hala, hala, hala, hala!
Still 250 small ammunition.
Que ganan otra, ¿eh? Ganan 2 seguidas, los cabrones estos.
From above, you have that high ground advantage. You have the shots on Wolfies.
Les queda uno, ¿eh?
From above, the elimination, a 3v2 situation. Aqua, Nyrox looking to pick up the first World Cup back-to-back victory royale, Jack.
Pressure coming on in. They drop down low. The tags.
GG, 2 seguidas, tú.
There it is. A 17-point performance from Aqua and Nyrox as they win it again.
That alone, those 2 games may be enough to push them
Sí.
all the way to the top.
2 seguidas, llevan estos cabrones.
And they are 1 game away if they can hold
Pero este no es español, tío, este es polaco.
$3 million.
Porque esa bandera es la roja, blanca y roja.
Folks, here it is again. Aqua with that minigun up top just made it impossible for any other team to even try to contest them on high ground. They send Nyrox down, Cluja there as well. Here Cluja was doing everything he could.
Mira cómo construyeron todo eso.
Number disadvantage, Dr. Lupo. A health disadvantage. When you're on the low ground as well. I mean, I just don't see how you can even win the game. He tried to edit him down. Unfortunately, just can't hit the final
Fortnite
shot.
World Cup final de ahí dos.
Entra en el canal de Fortnite y ya
And
está.
again, much deserved as they take the victory royale.
The reactions from these players are my favorite parts, especially at this level, Jack.
Yeah.
1 game remaining. World Cup Finals Duos competition, and the best players we've ever seen in any lobby, literally ever. And we're here along with literally 18,000 people at Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Yeah. And they are enjoying
Escúchame, que
themselves
ganen
here
2
today.
seguidas agüitas.
Son 30 puntos, ¿eh?
Sí, los mismos, churras.
Pueden estar en la primera.
Tú.
Puede estar en primer puesto, ¿eh?
Que una vez puede ser suerte, pero ya 2.
Competition, and tomorrow it gets even more intense. The solos competition will be underway.
Pueden que se hayan puesto primero, ¿eh?
Involved as well. I'm sure a lot of people here looking forward
No,
to that.
seguro, se ha puesto
As,
primero.
it is going to be one to remember tomorrow. There's no duos that can save you. There's no reboots. It's you and you only. The nerves will be at an all-time high.
Who do you have? If you look at the entire list of everybody for solos, real quick.
Bueno, aunque el primero había hecho muy buena partida también,
Quedó top 15.
Anyone who's double qualified. Right off the bat, as people that could be favorites.
¡Cabrón! ¡Sigue primero!
Mira dónde se han colocado los dos.
3 puntos, tío.
Segundos se han puesto, cabros.
3 points, Jack.
Yes.
First and second are separated by 3 points. The 2 victory royales now for Nyrox and Aqua, definitely moving them way
Yo
up the
te
leaderboard.
cagas
Look at
en
this
dos
place now.
victorias seguidas, mano.
The fight back and forth is
Los primeros han matado una burrada, ¿eh?
About a million times. Reddit says it over and over again.
Igual el Mongra y el Mitro,
And
¿no?
I think right now
Yeah.
this leaderboard
Me
screams
falta la
the
Wii.
competition on both sides is huge. Page 2 on your screen now, Jack.
And there's Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, 12th place right now,
Uf,
25
el español.
points. The difference between 11th and
Bueno,
20th,
está ahí, tío.
just 6 points.
Es que solo hay un español, ¿eh?
Still anybody's game.
Claro.
As this
Qué
continues.
vergüenza, tío. ¡Adiós, España!
El español que juega de Estados Unidos, en verdad. El Clan Face.
Everything on the line here, players preparing for this one as it should be starting.
Ese habla en inglés y...
Our leaders
Y creo que los padres están de allí, solo que han nacido aquí en España.
When tiebreakers come into play, that
El
second
Borgway.
victory royale could make a major difference. We are almost
También
ready
era
for this
Clamplay.
last
No tengo ni puta idea de quién. Mira, voy a calentarme la pizza y vengo para terminar de ver esto. Mientras que termina. ¡Mira, este ahora está en Ciudad de Comercio! Este hombre es un vacilón. Y está todo el rato de un lado para otro, cabrón.
Sap actually went down early, so let's go ahead and roll it because this is Zate being 300 IQ. Using the sound of the slipstream, this is something he does so well. Crouching up, these players have no idea he's coming in. Finishes off the first one right away. That's for when Tux tries to make the play, but not before he finishes the elimination. And then Zate ends up going down, tries to get the wall replaced for a bit, but continues on forward, gets back up with the slipstream, eventually comes back up to take out the last remaining player here. This was a 1v2 clutch. And if you think about the standings right now, they were at 40 points before this game began. They got 3 points in this one here by himself. That's what kept him in the lead here today, right now. Finally picking up Volks on the outside of the zone. That's perfect play from Zate. Didn't get quite top 15, but he did get this one last elimination. And that is what is keeping them in the game right now. You have to remember, they did not play too well in the last game. They accrued a little bit of points, and they're doing it again. They have to have a strong game here. But when you think about the rest of them too, Mongrel and Mucho, they had only Mongrel for a little while. Vinny and Zexro, they only went down to Zexro as well. So clutch is all up. I mean, literally, it comes down to one per player's performance. I can't wait to see this last game. Gentlemen, please, if you don't mind, close us out.
Thank you, Balla. Great stuff as always. And whoa, there. Okay.
Marshmallow joining us on the cast.
I think that's basically exactly how it works. Now we have a little bit of special announcement for everyone live in the venue right now. Pay attention, Fortnite World Cup attendees, to celebrate the 1 p.m. Marshmallow live performance on Sunday. Tomorrow, the first 2,500 fans to enter the Arthur Ashe Stadium will receive a Marshmallow cosplay helmet to wear during the performance. The first 400 fans to enter the stadium will also receive the Marshmallow supply drop codes. These special codes contain the Marshmallow outfit, the Mellow Rider glider, the all-new Mellow Mallets pickaxe, and 1,000 V-Bucks. Also, the first 10,000 fans to enter the stadium will receive Fortnite-themed thunder axes to make noise while cheering on their favorite players during the Fortnite World Cup Finals. Doors to the Arthur Ashe Stadium open at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Final
Make
countdown.
sure you get
Marshmallow.
I'm looking forward to that. We got.
¿Han dicho algo de Marshmallow?
The axes, please.
No puta idea.
You know how loud this
Nah, ahí está.
when you're banging these around, when you can annoy your siblings with these, when you wind up going home with them. I don't want to give everyone any more ideas, but I'm ready for that performance. It's going to be an absolute blast. I know, I'm sure everyone here looking forward to that as well. Marshmallow is so much fun to watch live, but this is it. Dr. Lupo, at the end of this game, we will crown the first ever Fortnite World Champions. I cannot believe we made it here. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. $15 million.
7, 6, 5, 4.
3, 2.
La final de finales. La partida definitiva.
Jack, 10 weeks of practice, the qualifiers, constant hours of scrimmaging against each other. These players know each other's strategies. They know where they're going to drop. They know when they will and won't pressure. This is going to be intense. Everything comes down to this last match, and as we've seen from previous games, 20-plus points is easily attainable in a single match, which means tons of players still in contention for first place.
Yeah.
A los de El Agua.
Still make some moves here.
The back-to-back winners, Nyrox, Aqua, on your screen right now. Saw making a drop down to the southwest corner of the map. If it works, I think you stick to it.
Right? I mean, it's working for these guys right now. Who will win which region will take home the Fortnite
Y estos dos otros la misma técnica.
And already the first
Con
player
Shera.
dropped. Eclipse goes.
¿Le salió bien?
Contra goes.
2 veces.
That will end their duos
Porque era una tercera.
competition just like that before Aqua and Nyrox have even landed. That's tough, Dr. Lupo.
Feels bad.
Feels bad.
Tried their hardest on to the next one, you know. Aqua, quick little note there, dealt 1,152 damage in the last match, over 3 times higher than the match average of 335. I think that goes to show just how involved Aqua and Nyrox love to get when combat situations arise, an opportunity to third party, take shots at players on rotation. Yep. Those damage numbers add up in a big way, and most of the time to eliminations, Jack. Every elims a point. Placement is huge as well. PF's in and Nix. Duo from Brazil, they're going to make shots here. Players over at
Sí,
Nabi.
no, estoy viendo cómo están cargando un noda.
Elimination. Twiz goes down, his duo.
Ya palmaron 5.
Just yet, but that elim is big for them, an early point.
Esos 5 ya están yéndose a casa.
On the right side of your screen, if you forgot. Up top, that little evil base. Bolt action sniper rifle. Temporarily vaulted, brought back a headshot as a knockdown, 105 to the body. Big damage there.
Here we go. Players now still fighting. Heat Star and Hunter. Shockwave grenades picked up. 20 builds
No, pon Fortnite.
They have all the shields they could ever want.
Y el canal de Fortnite, tío.
Wondering if they've done any damage yet to their opponents.
En
So
inglés.
just go ahead and be happy with backing on them for now. Don't want their final game to end super early.
Cabrón, si te lo pasé por privado.
Curious if they know other players are over there in Mega Ball. Meanwhile, Aiden and Sean. Paradise
¿Te lo paso otra vez o qué?
goes down. It's all up to Sean to try and make the clutch save. It is possible. SSK, jam side, also dropping down here every single time, but it is not enough. Jam side comes out on top.
Ahí te lo he vuelto a mandar.
Able to temporarily save his duo.
And there goes Aiden and Sean. They now exit the World Cup duos.
El general. Me lo mando por el general de aquí.
Jay and Little.
Del canal mío.
Dropping here at Paradise. These highly contested, very important
they
POIs
want
are
this.
big. Oh my
They want
gosh, the
this.
aggression.
Shockwaves in, stink grenades deployed, and there it goes. The elimination comes on.
¿Pero no te va?
They got the scent of blood and like sharks in the water chase down their opponent.
You can't really blame them either in situations like this, though, especially the World Cup. If you get knocked out, if you're in a 2v1,
Sí,
you're
aldeadra.
willing to sacrifice
Se acaban de cargar aún.
your teammate potentially in a situation like that to try and get another.
Already, people are dropping much quicker this game.
Oh, 100%.
Already down to 7 duos eliminated from this one. 84 players left in total. And you might think, you know, that's not a lot in Fortnite, but no, trust me, right now in a lobby like this, they're going quick. And I will say this duo of Daedra and M11Z, if they can make it to late game with the assault rifles they have a legendary assault rifle, Dr. Lupo, and an epic
Pasa Facundo.
rifle. Both of those can shred.
Última partida.
As we know, editing out windows, finding opponents who are rotating, maybe hitting a slipstream or a shadow form. Some well-timed AR shots can mean quick damage and eliminations.
We're going to have to see going into the late game if this aggressive gameplay continues. 30 seconds until the circle moves. Meanwhile, over at Neo Tilted, we've seen this 2v2 so many times. Clicks and Skeptic versus Mongrel and Mitro. The high ground taken all the way up top. Pressure from above. Clicks looking to see if he can hit a shot through his quick edit. 103 from Mongrel from underneath. Going to edit out and try and take the high ground. At this point, no shield on Clicks inside the box. Trying to get the edit, can't quite get it just yet. Here we go.
LOL.
Maybe fake a rotation away.
La tiró para abajo, tío.
All the way up the high ground.
Activó igual.
He's gonna have to jump all the way to the bottom to see the back out of the fight. Hits from underneath. He's gonna box up just a little bit and rotate for a better angle at this point. Meanwhile, Mitro in the baller.
Cayeron en piso, tío.
Up together at this point. Mongrel actually, they're shifted buildings away from each other. And Clicks and Skeptic
Con dos cojones.
high ground from above on this fight. Beaming that baller. Can't quite see if they got the break just yet. But separated, Mongrel and Mitro not going to be as effective as Clicks and Skeptic when it comes to solo, just applying pressure to a single target. And that's so important because if you can get a shield break or even a knock because you've shot the same target, like you've beamed them down, you push your shots through their builds to try and counter it, it's so much easier when you're standing on top of each other. That might be pivotal in deciding who wins the current 2v2.
Yeah, and they're going to go ahead and back that up. I will say Skeptic basically saves Clicks right there, who was down to just 28 HP. Skeptic able to get there in time. They get the minis dropped as well. Landjock and Punisher, who had some early exits in the game. The beginning of today, looking to see if they can end on a high note right now. One chunk splash used to get up to 157 HP. Landjock with the elimination down on to Lanane. They continue to bust on through. 2 versus 1. Lane dead. They get the full elimination. Chug Splash unfortunately missed right there as he was shockwave away, but he'll hop right back in to help his duo.
Drop in, fighting the same fight. Tyler 15 goes down. That kind of 2v1 is tough. You're stuck inside the box with both opponents. There's kind of no way out, especially when some of the walls may not even necessarily be yours.
Clicks and Skeptic run away from Tilted to not have to deal with a fight there, but instead push right into XXM and X-Men. Now the fight begins. Skeptic dropping on back, trying to dodge a sticks. Clicks taking a ton of damage right there as well. And did they just get an elimination? The player was knocked. The player was knocked, and the elimination was actually finished by the airstrike coming on.
Aquí no está.
Clicks does get knocked by the stink. We hopped away from that at an unfortunate time, but we do get an update there as Skeptic now 150 HP eats the stink right in the face again.
Toma por campero.
With only 2 builds left, Clicks now knocked the nades.
Dios. En el puto aire en la cabeza, chaval, con la Digger. Cállate tú, que antes estábamos jugando con Dani y le digo, Dani, voy a ir a Digger y a escopeta. Nada más, me dice Dani. Sí, no vas a hacer nada, no sé qué. Ganamos la partida y yo con 8 kills. Después, la siguiente fui igual, con escopeta y a Franco. Y ganamos la partida, ¿sabes? Troleando, tío. El niño este es buenísimo. Ese le hace el carrito a las niñas de su clase y se las liga.
El carrito no lo tiene. Cabrón.
Mira, este es el primer, los que van primero son estos, ¿eh? Eso tiene que morir ya. Mira, aquello es la tormenta ya. Abajo el todo. Lo están pegando, ¿eh?
Saf and Zane, who had a 3-point lead on second place heading to this game, currently at 0 points earned so far, but still in a position where they can earn a lot off placement and finish strong to be crowned world champions. We'll see if it goes their way. They do have 1 heavy sniper, 4 shadow bombs. You see in the inventory of Saf, and a launch pad too, so a lot of items to use in the late game, Dr. Lupo.
Another player flying in, Wishy DP. Gustavox 8. Duo winning below, Stompy, Shinken, a duo that I want to have my eyes on quite a bit. A quick little edit fight here through the wall, and they pick off Zexro and Vinny inside their own.
Como buena rata.
Zexro and Vinny, I believe, were top 3 or top 5 heading into this game, so an unfortunate ending for them. And
Gustavo, Shurri. Madre mía.
Shinken were a duo with an average placing in the online qualifiers of 1.8 across the 5 weeks.
I think it was the highest average of any duo.
And we haven't really seen much of them today, so finally seen a little bit from that duo, as many people had very high expectations. Chapix running away right now, nearby as well.
Back, applying some pressure there, the ramp being built up. Chapix kind of all by himself between 2 duos here, Dubs and Mega. The heavy side to drop Dubs down. He's going to have to build back just a little bit, reconnect. Make sure your structures are held up by more than just one there, and somebody's got their eye on Dubs still. Gonna jump inside a pyramid, hold that edit. Mega sitting up on top of the windmill in a baller. Just kind of waiting at this point. They're just barely, you saw for just a second. Yeah. 67 damage above the threshold.
Hay 67 de daño la mierda de rayo esa.
Storm shield pops up. 1 player gets eliminated, it dropped the lobby down to 69, and immediately Storm
67, tú, what the fuck.
Storm Surge pops up for a second, but the Storm Surge shuts down on this second zone when the player count drops below 70. So only 1 player
murió.
down, that's exactly what happens.
¿Cómo lo sabe?
Players below the damage threshold right there do just a
lo acabo de decir el comentarista, cabrón. Y salió a la derecha encima del mapa. Sí, sí, sí.
Super pelado de material,
Normal, se lo acaban de encantar todo ahí. En la mansión.
A little bit of damage, but not the best spot to sit and try and fight that. Saf's gonna back up top and use that final mini 149.
Y tiene 17 balas de cope. Boom.
I was literally about to say
Boom.
it can still go down to a heavy snipe to the body, and that may be exactly what happened. Luckily, at that range, Zate can still pick Saf up.
Para que vuelva.
Less pressure comes in from that duo that just took that shot.
Ese tío, ¿por qué está tan cerca de la cámara? Me pone nervioso.
Se ha puesto la webcam en la frente, ¿no?
¿Cuándo vas a jugar? Ya jugué antes del directo este. 2 horas con sub. 2 o 3 horitas fueron. Este solo se ve.
Looks like the players that took the shot sitting at that modern building at Loot Lake, the north side there, still inside the safe zone. Meanwhile, the spread of all these players starting to tighten up just a little bit. Mongrel, one of the most popular
0 puntos tiene, ¿no? Eso es malo.
Right now. Mongrel, Mitro, 10 points behind first, 2 points behind fifth overall going into this match. They are so close to the top of the leaderboard, Jack. Saf and Zate, by the way, first going to this match.
Keep watching exactly where the players stack up. Mongrel, all the pressure on him. If there's one thing you can see, legendary rocket launcher. The way Mongrel makes the most
Mongrel está solo, tío.
of his entire life.
Se lo ha cargado ahora Mitro el Aqua.
High ground late game and use the maxed ammo rocket launcher to just fire down
Cabrón,
shots
mira eso.
and gain multiple eliminations. And there's an 86 tag right
El
away.
hacker.
Toma. 26 la vez.
Just to take any shot he can, any damage he can deal. With eliminations, even just 1 or 2, maybe Keys is
Tiene RPG el enfermo.
flying in. Right side is meanwhile, Aqua, Nyrox, the back-to-back winners looking to pick up their third duo victory royale in a second.
Esta gente tiene que hacerse 3 kills para ponerse primero, ¿eh? ¿Cuántas kills se hicieron? 2. Llevan 3 kills. Ahora van empatados con los primeros, ¿eh? El Danielito. Hola. Y estos llevan 0. Si se hacen una kill más que esto, ganan, ¿no?
Bueno, por posición.
Ya, sin decir posicionamiento ahora mismo.
Mira cómo está el mega hierda. Esta gente se pueden meter también bien,
in positions to take advantage of people moving in from the outside of the storm. When we get to circle 5 to 6, when the half and half happens,
Está peladillo el pobre,
kind of when everything gets a little crazy, right? The elimination feed is
Está.
players getting knocked.
Está justo, normal tiene 4.
Duos going down at that point, but right now, Saf
¡Pum! Ahí le meten el cohetazo.
they don't want to burn too many materials.
Yo quiero uso batería de mi colega,
60 possible builds in Saf's inventory, 50 in Zane's.
Lo que bien se ve, tío.
Don't have to move just yet.
Reminder for everyone watching at home, this is our final game today. At the end of this, the score will be tallied and we will crown our first ever Fortnite World Cup champions, our Fortnite World Champions, live from the Arthur Ashe Tennis Stadium here in New York City. Stay involved in the conversation, use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup before, well, everything goes.
Sí, mucho hashtag, pero no han leído ni un comentario los cabrones.
The fourth zone has popped on up. 56 players left, 34 duos.
Porque yo me puse, me cago en tu muerte. No, mentira.
Now Rojo and Wolfie's all the way up top, on top of the hill here. They do have at least one baller. They have an opportunity to move. Looks like Rojo's going to make that move. Wolfie's just kind of waiting, biding his time, maybe looking to take a shot at somebody. Baiting your teammate, not the worst idea. Rojo's going to move down to this little camp underneath to kind of shack and farm up everything that he can.
El bus del modo de repetición tiene que la tiene y se mueve.
You always see late games where it comes down to potentially who does and does not have builds remaining. Getting those couple materials can be Wolfie's. Heard the switch out there. Nobody got connected with it.
Yeah.
Above 107 builds in that inventory. Mega and Dubs down underneath.
Y ese tío.
Right next door. Mongrel across the street, 4ZR and nowhere. Saf and Zate. So many players bunched up in the same structures right now. this might be the time for players like Mega and Dubs to take shots through. That's why they're editing the windows. They're looking for players rotating or even getting pressured from others that may be around them to shoot it on the same surfaces and see if they can pick up those eiters.
Remember, Dubs and Mega currently top 5 in this tournament. Still looking to be able to break on through, to make some noise. The battle for first continues. The top 5 duos still all in play. Storm Surge did just pop up, but it's only for the top 50 players right now. So 2 more players need to drop, and Storm Surge will be over.
Just a quick note, I saw in the feed a moment ago, Nyrox, one of the back-to-back duo winners, picked up an elimination on Skeptic in the feed.
Dude, this is so
tough day for them, but yes, 31 duos. More than half of the lobby needs to go down before we even get to placement points.
4 kills llevan ya,
sitting on 4 total right now.
Van primeros ahora mismo.
They're already in the next zone. They're on the high ground. They've got 5 shadow bombs, near max materials, 4 shockwave.
Están enfermos, tío. Van full de materiales, ¿Cómo van full de materiales, tío?
Me lo pone, cabrón. Me lo pone.
Porque matarían a alguien.
Pero cuando pone que vayan a full.
En 1400.
3 victory royales in a row for this duo would be absolutely definitive that this is one of the best, if not the best duo in Fortnite right now.
Lo de 146 lo veo.
Sí, pero esto no es, tío.
Esto es
Ahora, mira, ahora.
Cada construcción que puede hacer. ¿Entiendes?
Ah, puede ser 150 cosas.
Claro, puede hacer 150 paredes.
Jackets 1 point, but first and second.
Point away from first, but there, Zane gets it a limb.
Otra kill,
2 points away again. Saf with it a limb as well.
The same player was the knock.
Okay, they were the knocking him. Okay, but still, either way, within a couple points of first place, and on the top left, the team in second.
Enseñen a los otros.
Right, the team in first. Who will become the first ever Fortnite World Champions?
Go rotation occurring. Mongrel in the feed, picking up the
Pues Santiago.
He just knocked out. He just lived Dubs.
Y estos llevan una kill nada más, están jodidos.
El Mongra me tarda.
Doesn't really matter at this point. They just need to focus on positioning.
¿A quién?
Catching players on
¿Verdad?
rotation. Funk at the top of your screen.
¿No manda uno?
Players
Era de Mega.
bunched up near each other. Mongrel headed. He shots the rocket out. See if pressure can happen there. Mongrel maybe able to
Mongrel.
heal him soon. And our
Pero Nitro no está, tío.
late game in competitive Fortnite. Super
Okay,
advantageous,
if I die.
especially if you have players that are on the move. Get a shot just Mongrel's looking for any chance he can get to take shots at players that do not know that he's there.
And remember, earlier in today's competition, it was MUCHO who winds up living all the way to the end by himself and getting 5 extra limbs, which put them into the top 3 after just game number 1. Now it's Mongrel's turn to do the same. The new pickup for FaZe Clan looking to clutch on up. Putting shots down.
¿En serio?
I believe this is Mega, one of his teammates on FaZe, who's on the other side of that medal, and he's not relenting.
A lo mejor tardan en darlo.
Both of these duos actually in our top 10 right now. The news
Yo no he entrado, la verdad.
caught up, and this is a full moving zone. Did he get the elim?
Se va a cargar el Mongra.
Mongrel with the elimination onto Mega.
Mega para su casa.
So he single-handedly took down Dubs and Mega.
Hasta aquí llegó.
Saw that when the Elam popped up on his screen, the eyebrows raised just a little bit. He may have even been
Una
surprised
gran
he picked
puta,
that
¿no?
one off. That's a huge
¿Cómo sabe que hay uno ahí?
duo.
They're absolutely within arm's reach of making this happen. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the final moments of the
Coño,
Fortnite
esto que sale arriba, tío.
Duos competition. Who will
Un
take
bocadillo ahí
$3
de...
million
Tío, mira cómo subió, tío.
a Fortnite World Champion? Mongrel trying to put his name into the hat. 3 eliminations so far. Storm Surge has been
ya le
but
van a
they're
hacer.
far and away above it. He uses his last
Yo que esa mierda no se usarla, tío.
Over 1,000 damage above, but yeah, that last mobility piece, that might be a mistake. We'll have to see here in a second. The move so far, though,
Yeah.
maybe that was his only choice to stay in this. Look at your
Mira esa locura, tío.
right now, folks, is
Look at the gente, ¿no?
insanity. So
Mira
many
eso,
players
tú.
making their way across it.
Es una locura.
Same structures built by their opponents.
No, no lo sé, la verdad, tío. Si te digo te miento, no tengo ni idea.
8 more duos need to go down before we get to the placement points. And with how close first, second, third, all those placements are to each other. Every single
Chiquita locura, tío.
coming down to the last moments here.
Sats all by himself now.
Haya pelado.
Aqua weak. Nyrox weak. Players dropping another shockwave used to get all the way ahead of the zone. It could be a game
Sí,
saving.
si pones una... mira el móvil pegándose.
Aqua's all by
Mongrel muerto.
Mongrel now
¡Ay, Dios mío, el Mongrel! Mató a uno y consiguió vida y se salvó. ¡Ah! Lo hizo muy bien, ¡Ay, Dios mío! Oye, Aqua no está ya, murieron, ¿no? Ah, no, sí están abajo, míralo. Pero está Aqua solo. ¿El otro murió o qué? Sí. Depende de Aqua, tío. Pero los otros sí murieron, Los quedan primero.
Look at the top left of the screen, though, Jack. Only one duo left. Epic Whale on the high ground all by himself. Cease and Elevate, the last duo alive in this game, can still make something happen. They were in very
Tú, que la puedes cagar de tal forma. ¡Aqua muerto! Y quedó sexto.
8 players remaining, 7 different squads. Again, the only duo still left. Cease and Elevate. They're currently.
Mira ese boloncho, cabrón. Hijo de puta, tío. Con un puto boloncho, tío.
Rojo trying to panic build in these last moments. 6 players left in this game. Still a full duo though. There we go. Elevate Cease eliminated as well. It's 4.
Ya, pero Twitch no se puede darle.
These are the final moments of the duos competition for the Fortnite World Cup.
Ojo, que hay que subir montaña ahora, tío. ¡Qué liada! ¡Qué liada, tú! ¡Qué liada! ¡Qué liada de zona, tú! Gana ese. Está solísima. GG, Sí, ¿qué llevaba el niño ese? Esto ganaron antes también, ¿no? ¿O no? Esto ganaron la primera. Que es cuando lo fue a saludar y no lo saludó. ¿O no? Estaba solísimo, cabrón. Mira la tormenta donde cayó, tío, qué troleada. Qué troleada de tormenta, tío. Qué trole... Yo soy él y me pone a bailar.
My gosh, Dr. Lupo, my heart is racing right now. I can barely.
Los ganadores, chavales.
A valiant effort from Arkham right at the end there to try and hold out the campfire down, but not enough materials and the shots from above from 4ZR. Like you said, material advantage, HP advantage, every advantage in the world. It was his game to win.
Yeah, and I'm looking around right now. A lot of people on their feet here in this venue, for where we will soon find out who will be crowned the first ever Fortnite World Champion, who will have their lives changed forever as they win $3 million combined between the two. Millions watching online. Send right now. Tweet out who you think took it home. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Get it trending. Who do you think won? I think we've got an idea, but I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything until the official leaderboards come out. I will be kicked off this stage and never allowed back.
Security will actually spear tackle it.
Yeah,
it's true. They told me before we got here.
Look, an immovable object. As now we still await the final scores. Dr. Lupo looking back on today with solo competition still to happen. Big takeaways from the games we saw.
I think we saw upsets and for some teams that a lot of people had talked about were going to go above and beyond gameplay that they had seen before. That being said, there was a lot of confidence, and you love to see that, especially from every player on
sí, este es Doctor Lupo.
100 of the
Estos dos y uno más y otros dos más jugaron al Call of Duty hace no mucho al nuevo y los streamearon.
There's an energy in this room right now. I'm just looking around. Everyone has their cameras ready for when the announcement comes. Again, we're tallying every little bit so we know exactly who won it. Ladies and gentlemen, do you guys want to hear who will be the first ever Fortnite World Champions?
Sí, Dr. Lupo. Muy famoso el tío.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the first ever Fortnite World Champions.
Mira ese vestido. Aqua. Ah.
¿Aqua ganó?
Sí.
Two victory royales make the difference right there. The win and $3 million, Dr. Lupo. Ladies and gentlemen, again, your new Fortnite World Champions.
Esa es la familia.
Two victory royales.
Ganando.
An incredible day of gameplay.
Ganando seguidas, tío, se lo merece.
I can't believe it.
No idea.
Se ve puto merece.
How do you react to that? How do you react to that, Jack?
They're left in the dark as this loads on up. They
Yo
have no
saltaría,
idea
tío.
how it's going to break all on down. They are our first ever Fortnite World Champions.
Tiene 3 millones. Exacto, tiene 3 millones. Partí la pantalla, hermano.
They take it home.
Pa. Ahora la compro. Ahora la regalo.
Quitármela de los
One point made the difference. One elimination across 6 games made the difference.
punto
That
de
shows
diferencia, ¿eh?
how close these games are.
It says a lot about the score, the skill, and everything.
Oh, lo otro bajaron,
Nyrox, Aqua,
Creo que lo estáis viendo otra vez
$3
bien,
million in prizing.
No, por más de un punto.
Incredible
Por-
skill. Rojo and Wolfies. Elevate and Cease, Saf
Pero está
and
Mongrel,
Zay,
tío.
Arkram and
Y
Falcon,
luego otro 2
Mongrel
millones.
and Mitro, Mega and Dubs, the Rocks and Items, Zexro and Vinny, Vato and Sky,
Yeah.
the top 10 duos for the World Cup.
And just to reiterate, $3
sí,
million
pero Benji no se lleva
from
nada.
Aqua and Nyrox, $2,250,000 for
Sí,
Rojo
sí
and
se llevan
Wolfies.
tú.
Cease
No,
and
no se lleva,
Elevate,
lleva
1.8 million
No sé si son 100.000 o 150.000.
Qué locura.
$1.5 million earned, and in fifth, Arkram and
Todos los que están de ahí para abajo son 100.000.
$100,000. Congratulations to everyone that made it this far to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. Here are our top 20.
Mira, todo para abajo 100.000.
Folks, do not go anywhere. We still have our trophy presentation.
Y el español al final, ¿dónde quedó, cabrón?
Aqua and Nyrox, but a great performance from everyone in the top 20, from everyone who made it to here across weeks of grueling competition, months of grueling competition.
Ahora Marmelo, ¿no?
It's funny to look at a leaderboard like that with all the prizing on the screen. Jack, it almost looks like a typo. Based on everything that we've done in the past, all the competitions for Fortnite that we've had the opportunity to commentate together, you see $3 million and you think there's a couple extra zeros. But I assure you folks, it's correct. That is correct.
That is correct, and that is the end of the duos competition. But it's now time to crown our champions, to hand over the trophies, and to do that, it's none other than Golden.
This was awesome, top to bottom, the best Fortnite competition
Qué guapo el
you
trofeo,
could
tú.
possibly have asked for. And
Brutal.
in the end, one duo reigned supreme. So let's go ahead
Sorteo.
and make it official right here in the winner's circle. Welcome to the stage, Cooler, Aqua, and Nyrox.
Putos, vamos, Los primeros campeones del mundo. En dúo. GG. El mejor dúo del mundo ahora mismo.
The trophy is yours. Your Fortnite World Champions, Aqua and Nyrox!
Qué guay. Brutal, Hermano, cuánto confeti, tío. Se le fue la cabeza. El que tenga que limpiar eso, mañana se cae en su puta madre.
Gentlemen, I want to get your thoughts here real quick and just talk to you about this monumental moment in your lives. How does it feel? I know that's a really generic question, man, but you just won $3 million. How do you feel, buddy?
Y se silencia el disco.
Fair enough for you, my friend.
We legit had the worst start ever. Like the first 3 games was awful, and then like I don't know what happened. We just popped off.
Why do you guys think that you're here right now? What happened? What did you end up doing differently that separated you from the rest of the pack and allowed you to get in that first place position?
I think it's the amount of hours we put into this game and how serious we take it.
That's right. And now, obviously, I understand you do have some family that's here as well. You've made them very proud. Who are you playing for here today?
Like, for my mom, she always supports me, and it's just insane what happened. Like, I don't know what to say. It's insane.
For you, my friend?
All my friends, my family, my father, and Itken.
All right. Well, you're definitely going to have a lot more fans now, man. Once again, your 2019 Fortnite World Champions, Aqua and Nyrox.
Puto vamos, ¿eh?
That's going to do it for us here at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. It has been a wild ride, and we have our two Fortnite World Champions, Aqua and Nyrox. Congratulations once again. A lot of special things are lined up for tomorrow, so make sure you join us. It's going to be the solos competition. We crown one more world champion and a special teaser image for the next season of Fortnite. You're not going to want to miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the World Cup Finals of our Fortnite. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening.
Mañana cuando Marmelo entonces hace concierto, no hoy. Tendría más lógica que fuera mañana solo, ¿no? A ver.
This has a Zate and Sap win written all over it. Will they take game number 1? Yes, they will.
Vale.
Ah, es el domingo 28. Cuando hacen eso.
Ahora voy a poner una peliculita.
El concierto tendrá lugar el domingo 28 a las 7 de la tarde. O sea que me lo pierdo.
No. El primo.
Bueno, chavales, ha sido un placer. GG Aqua y a Nitrox. Nos vemos, chavales. Chao, chao.